You scared me. Well, anyways, today we're gonna be going over the top craziest braces videos I could find online. Let's go react.
Okay, wait, here's a life hack that I've never said in a YouTube video before, so TikTok treat. 2 weeks before you get your braces off, brush your teeth with Listerine mouthwash.
Hold up, this is wrong. Wrong information, okay? This girl probably does not have her PhD or master's degree in orthodontics. If you go to get your braces off 2 weeks beforehand, it ain't gonna help nothing, okay?
Like have it in your mouth and you won't have those squares that you get on your teeth when you get your braces off.
Little white marks on your teeth are caused by you not brushing your teeth. You think 2 weeks before your braces, all you gotta do is swish around with some Listerine. Wrong. So a lot of you guys always ask me, what happens when I get my braces off, dentist? Well, let's go into a little step-by-step tutorial. Okay, so first, he's popping them off. Clippity-clop, pop, pop, pop. Got some nasty glue on there. So what he's doing, he's taking a little bit of a burr and cleaning that off. Now, it's a special burr. He used a fine one. Now he's using a little rougher one. And now he's flattening off the teeth to make them look good. We call that Hollywood, baby.
My retainers broke, so I ordered a kit online to make my own.
Ooh, we got some of them at-home retainers, okay. I'll tell you what, the trays actually look pretty much like our trays. You got an iPad. You don't need an iPad. That thing has been running for like 25 million years. Okay, you got the little mixy pieces, you put them together, you gotta rub them, but you only have like 30 seconds to get that mold done in time.
After 6 minutes, I thought it got
stuck. She gonna rip her teeth right out of her face, you know, one little pop.
So I was freaking out for a second, but the mold looked great, so now it was time to move on to the top.
Okay, second one, she isn't gonna let that one get away. Good, she rinses it out. They actually look like she did a pretty good job, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what are my thoughts on at-home retainers? At-home retainers can be good if you can't get into an orthodontist. Now, if you can get into an orthodontist, you probably need to be going in there and having them do it for you because you can mess up a lot of things, like the mold could be off, and so just trust me, go to the dentist for this one. But if you can't make it, you're in the middle of quarantine still, I don't know why you would still be in quarantine, but if you are, you can do an at-home retainer thing if you have to. Wait, what? Oh God, she just ripped her teeth right off. That's a nail file. No, you don't do that. Oh my God. Okay, first off, you're gonna get a little bit closer. I'm surprised you didn't go so far that some blood just going, don't do this. You're literally taking your enamel off forever. You're never getting it back. Fun fact, we do this in orthodontics. It's called enameloplasty, which means taking off your teeth. And especially not with a nasty nail file. You don't know who been filing their nails with that. What if grandma been getting her bunions with that and you're putting it on her teeth? You know how when you get to your orthodontist and they take you back to the chair? Well, this one was a little bit interesting. Let's check it out. Okay, we open in the door. Okay, great. Yeah. You know, with COVID, all these restrictions, you gotta take the temperature. You gotta make sure the temperature is good. You got the little glass shields there, everything like that. You gotta get that hand sanny, get that hand sanny. Where you going, Usain Bolt? Get back here. She's taking off.
Just gonna go this way.
Okay, it's a 2-story orthodontics office. Bougie. Wait, hold up. Did she just run through a Lifetime Fitness? Sweet Jesus, this is an expensive orthodontics office. Okay, now she's going into the depths of despair here, some basement. Looks like you could kidnap somebody and hide him down there. Okay, hard left, door. Now we're in an office space. Okay, she's getting the full tour here. She ain't just going to the office, she's getting the full tour.
I'm getting your feet.
How are you not tired? Yo, props to her for running this far because I would be tired. I would be going, if I was running this much, I tell you what. And we made it to the chair. Welcome to your appointment. If you don't wear your rubber bands, this is what's gonna happen to you.
Hi, if your orthodontist tells you to wear your rubber bands, just do it, please. Or else you will get springs put on.
Springs are no fun. Think of it like this. You got a little torture device in your mouth, little big old metal thing, pow pow, sticking on both sides. All you could do is wear a super little simple rubber band, or you could be, I don't know, looking like Frankenstein with some metal pieces hanging out your mouth. Who you wanna be? It's a Mickey Mouse. That's straight up Mickey Mouse, as an O-tie, over your bracket. That's a Mickey Mouse. Next thing you know, I'm gonna get a goofy one. I want a diamond one. I want to stay to Texas because I live in Texas. I will say though, this might be taking it a little bit too far, you know, but I digress. Okay, we're doing some rubber bands that overbite. Okay, so this is called a class 2 rubber band. Goes from down here to down here. Every time you open up, it'll pull it back. Underbite, exact opposite. It'll go from down below, pull that back every time you open your mouth. That's cool. If you ever forget what you want, open bite, vertical, pulling them together. Easy. Cross bite. You got to go from in to out, inside to outside. Because every time you open, it'll switch it. Look at that. Bow. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's like the 101 elastics guide for you. Everybody that has braces should have this little 10-second video. Keep it in a little pocket. Maybe turn it into an NFT. I don't know if you guys have seen any of these NFT stuff, but regardless, I'll sell it to you for $1 million, okay? So this next one is interesting because not only do humans get braces, but sometimes it's the doggy that's causing the problems too.
Why aren't you wearing your retainer? We got you braces for 4 years and your teeth are messed up again because you didn't wear your retainer. Puma, I am so mad at you.
Oh God! I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that dog has what we call a tongue thrust. You see that tongue just hanging out there and those teeth going, well, that's what happens in humans too. Your teeth just go crazy like that if your tongue is very, very strong. And the fun fact is, it's actually, yes, we do braces on animals. Now, we all know getting your braces is a special thing, and sometimes you want to show it off, but you gotta be a little bit, chill. But you know what you want to be? You want to act cool. You want to act cool, okay? You want to act cool. Point of view, you sit next to the girl who just got braces. She wants everybody to know about it.
Why am I covering my mouth? No reason.
the mini. Don't look at me. I definitely do not have braces.
Oh my God, don't look at me. Why? Nothing. Just don't. Ow, my jaw hurts so bad. Ow. Why? I don't know. It's nothing.
That's the absolute worst. You're in class and Cindy's next to you and you're trying to do your math homework and you just hear, Cindy, chill. We know you got braces. You don't have to play with them all the time. Come on.
Did I get braces? Oh my God, stop. They're so ugly. They're literally so ugly. Stop.
Stop. They're so ugly. That's what they always say, but then they love it.
Like, stop. Like, it's not even that big of a deal.
So true. I literally see this all the time. I see people doing this all the time. It's so funny because they do that initially and then it's like everybody, they love their braces, man. It's just colors everywhere and they're showing them off and they want 15 different colors. I love it. Okay, your breath be like.
Gonna be the coldest one yet.
First off, how is your mouth not hurting in pain?
Listerine breath strips.
Yeah, okay, he is frosted. Ice gum. Altoids. The man is on a mission. Listerine breath spray. The whole... My man is turning into Mr. Freeze as we speak. No. Oh,
Sprite.
God. My teeth. Oh, no. I don't know. I can take one mint and take a drink. You know when you're in school and you got the water fountains and you had some minty gum in your mouth and you go and take a drink and it feels like the ice age just happened in your mouth? He probably just had 20 of those right now. How does my man survive?
I have retainers.
That's the
check.
sound. Ooh. Ooh. Girl, no. Yeah, that's the sound. You hear that sound, that means you did not wear your retainers. And you know what's gonna happen? Your teeth shifted. You wonder why your retainer breaks because you're trying to push it down so hard, and you can crack it right in half. How about we just wear the retainers and we don't have to crunch them down like that, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, she's got some stuff in there, okay. You ever seen one of these? These are one of them spike guards and tongue guards. They actually stop your tongue from coming through, but they are intense. And actually, this other video is of the same girl turning a palate expander. Yeah, this is actually how you turn a palate expander. You have to put a key in, push it all the way back to the back of the throat, and then you would turn it. And you have to do that every time. You push it back, pull down, out, in, pull down, out, and it turns it little by little as that stuff expands over and over again. It's crazy. Okay, let's see what this guy's got. Oh, these jaws are sizer balls. Come on, guys. People think that they make you lose fat, but really they just grow. Oh my God, his freaking jaw's huge. That is insane. And that is not a filter. Okay, that's a filter. I know you lying on that one, fam, but still, absolutely insane. I would not suggest using these things. Don't do it. Ooh. How do we put on the rubber bands? Okay, she's putting on a lot of rubber bands. These are finishing rubber bands. These are ones that go up and down all the way across. Oh yeah, she looking like the shark off Finding Nemo. These are the rubber bands we use at the very end of treatment. These are what we use to get everybody together, get it all put together and finish you up. It looks crazy, but they're not that bad. You saw she put them in pretty easily. I mean, it looks like she has like 1,000 rubber bands in. She only got like 2. Braces colors that make your teeth look whiter. Let's see if I agree. Navy blue, true. Black, true. Red, true. Dark purple, also true. What do you know? The thing is you want something dark to contrast with the light, and it brings out the whiteness. Does it hurt when you do that? Oh, he just done, wow! My man just done took his teeth out of his mouth and went, Fun fact, if you don't have those teeth, those are the only things stopping your jaws from coming together. So they can come all the way together like that past your nose sometimes. It's crazy. Alrighty, so in this next video, we're gonna check out how you can brush your teeth without brushing your teeth at the same time. All right, what do we got here? Pressing a little button. He's foaming a toothbrush. Putting that, okay. Oh, he's shaving while he's brushing. He ain't even doing anything. I'm gonna tell you guys one thing right now. This is cap, straight cap. Those things actually, they just wiggle around. They don't actually do any brushing movements. You just get a bunch of slobbery and stuff. Just stick to the brushing your teeth. Come on, guys. My man's got alien teeth. See guys, even aliens need braces. They're gonna be coming down off their ship and they're gonna be like, nice teeth. I'm gonna be like, please don't abduct me. All right, so this next one is the process of getting veneers. He's drilling through the teeth right now. Okay, so these are some temporary ones. He's breaking them off. He's getting those things out of there, but he's prepping for the final one. So he's popping the final ones in right now. See how that goop, he's gonna wipe all that off. Yep. Final flossing. Make sure you can floss in between them all. And look at those perfect veneers. Now that's crazy. I try to tell people not to get veneers because it shaves down the tooth structure and you never get that back. So if you like your teeth, get some braces, man. Straighten them up with some whitening strips. Probably better than veneers. Oh my God, that baby's got a full set of teeth. Yo, can you imagine? What? This can't be even real. It can't be real. Can you imagine your baby coming out with a full set of teeth? Oh man, if you breastfeed, oh my God. Does he have to eat baby food if he's got a full set of teeth, or can he go straight into steak? Can you make a teeth gun, please? Obviously no violence here. I don't like where this is going, guys. She's just putting them teeth right in there, and that is not good. Oh yeah, that is definitely a tooth gun. And it's going to scar me for life. Now you know what, Dennis, we always tell you, don't chew on hard things. Well, it's because this can happen to you. Your teeth aren't tools. See that? You see that tooth just coming right out of there? Well, you know what that is? That's because they chomped down on something hard and they broke that tooth. We have to use that same tooth structure. We use some glue, we stick it on there, we pop that tooth piece back in there to make your tooth complete again. But please, don't go chomping on rocks. All right, it seems like we've got a big mound of mashed potatoes in here. Oh, those aren't mashed potatoes. That is a big blob of calculus. A calculus is the stuff that gets stuck onto your teeth if you don't brush your teeth. And if you don't brush your teeth like this guy who didn't brush his teeth for 20 years, we're chipping away at it like a jackhammer. And then sometimes when you get it off, the teeth underneath are so rotted out that the teeth fall out with it. Brush your teeth.
I lost this a year ago.
I haven't worn my retainer in a long time, so naturally, I'm gonna try and pop that bad boy back in. Problem is, she didn't realize that sometimes that bad boy can get stuck.
Oh, it hurts.
She's freaking out. How do I explain this to my mom?
It's stuck.
See, I didn't wear my retainer, but I am wearing my retainer, but it's stuck now. Do I call 911 to the fireman help come and get it out? Fun fact, just wear your retainers and you won't have to worry about if they get too messed up or not. And then you're not gonna get stuck here trying to figure out how to pry a retainer out of your mouth. All right, so this next video is when you're maybe a little bit too comfortable with your dental assistant.
Okay, go ahead and open it for me. I'm gonna feel around this area and just see if I can feel anything out of the ordinary.
Why you guys wanna lick my tongue? Why you
just try to hold your tongue back if you can. Okay, and just try to open for me. Okay, no.
Bopped her on the nose. She said, I ain't having it. And there's been a couple times that I've wanted to bop people on the head like that, but obviously, I can't for, legal reasons. Alrighty, looks like we're doing some shaving down. Okay, that's enameloplasty. That's actually when you see those little bumpy things on the teeth, those are called mamelons. We actually normally get rid of those, but if you have them at the end of the treatment, we're gonna go ahead and polish those flat, making sure you got that Hollywood smile.
I wanna see something really fucking disgusting.
Oh. Oh goodness, what she got back there, some mold? Oh my gosh. It looks to me like she just got her tonsils out, and that's what it looks like after you get your tonsils removed. It turns into this white scab that lasts about 7 to 10 days. And the crazy part is if you scratch it and it starts bleeding uncontrollably, you can actually die from this. When she texts you, have a good day at the dentist. It just straight grinded some smiley faces and a heart into your tooth. Yo, can you imagine that look? Like you smile, you got them hearts on there. It's like the new tattoo. Like if you really love somebody, you get a heart shaped in your tooth. But for real though, these are just the plastic teeth that we use to practice on. It's not a real person's tooth.
For all of you who don't understand how braces work, these bands aren't permanent.
They're not permanent, you're right.
I have a life
He is
still.
so sassy.
They come out.
You can take them out. It's true.
Just
You
take
can't take them out. They are not permanently in there.
And they give you packages of like 200.
They are
right
reasonable.
back in your
But I
mouth.
tell you what, my man is really good at doing what he does. You can tell that he's gonna be a good patient. He's wearing those things no matter who's telling him he's weird. When you go to your ortho expecting your braces off, but you don't. Oh, this is so true.
You want me to smile? Yeah. He didn't take them off. Dr. Thomas said I wasn't wearing my rubber bands, which it's just a lie.
You lying. You weren't wearing your rubber bands.
I just want to rip them off.
And if you don't wear your rubber bands and it's not perfect, I'm not taking them off. Unless maybe you persuade me.
We pay him.
Or me waking up. Oh, realizing I never put them in. Always swallowing your rubber bands at night. Why you guys gotta do that? Fun fact, it's not gonna hurt you as long as it doesn't go down your windpipe. If it did go down your windpipe, you'd probably be coughing up everything. You'd be like, but if you don't do that, they're probably just gonna go out with your poo and you're gonna be just fine. Sometimes it's cool seeing a whole braces transformation just lay out in front of you. So let's check out this braces transformation of someone who was super crowded. My messy teeth tech, they were definitely messy. He had one tooth that was completely turned sideways. Look at that bad boy get rotated slowly over time. 8 months, 1 year. My guy, all straight from craziness that quickly. Braces are amazing things, man. We can take some crazy stuff and make them straight. Amazing. You've seen it with glitter. Glow in the dark braces ties? Oh, now that's cool. Get this, you hide with your friend at a sleepover. Lights are off, all of a sudden. Have you ever seen a salivary stone? Yeah, it's a stone that can actually form in your salivary ducts. And once it gets so hard, your saliva actually shoots it out like a rocket. There it goes. Oh, my poor mouth. I can just imagine how much that felt so weird. That thing looked like a banana. He just made a mini banana run come out of his mouth. And that thing is actually hard as a rock. That is crazy. And now he'll actually be able to salivate out of that mouth. Ooh, gonna have to saw it from on the teeth. So this is a big thing that I see a lot actually. These dogs get themselves in some weird positions and we actually do deal with some dog stuff like this sometimes. But yeah, basically you just gotta take a cast saw, you gotta saw through the bone and get him out of a good spot. That dog probably is put to sleep, but he's all good now. So we saw the tooth gun, but how about some other things with some teeth in them?
Purse? Teeth? Mirror?
Oh no, that ain't supposed to be that way. Oh no, I could.
Teeth? Comb? Teeth? Shoes?
No.
Teeth bracelet?
No. Teeth? Okay, teeth frog is where I draw the line. Teeth fingers? Y'all are weird people, man. For teeth toothbrush, oh my god. I can't handle this, and I will tell you that I will not be putting teeth on any of these things ever. Hippo gets a teeth cleaning. Hippos actually have massive teeth. That hippo could literally crush this dude in half. That is insane. They look so cuddly, but they're actually the most dangerous predator like in the world. Oh, we making a retainer? What retainer are we making? Looks good, poured the mold. Hello Kitty! I actually did not know that you could do that. She put the sticker straight in the... Oh, I need to start making me some retainers. Hello Kitty ASAP rock. Oh, she's feeling herself. Oh, she got the dreaded headgear. We don't really use it too much anymore, but if you ever get it, you're over, you're canceled. Okay, so some braces colors we should avoid. We have the ones that we want. Yellow, they do. It looks like doo-doo. Green looks like vegetables stuck in your teeth. That is true, don't use green. White will make your teeth look more yellow because your teeth will never be as white as that. And brown can look like stains, that is true. Brown can look like dookie. And you know what you don't want dookie on? Your teeth. Why would you ever choose brown for your braces color? I'll take 0 girlfriends for life, please, thank you. All right, let's see what this guy's got going on. He's got some alginate. He's mixing it up. Taking a mold, looks like he's about to make a retainer. Pouring the stone, mixing it up. There's some pretty teeth. Look at those guys. Okay, yep, he is. There looks like they're cutting a retainer out. So clean, so nice. Love that tool. It's one of my favorite tools. Sucking down the plastic. Boom. They're cutting it out with skizzers. Now they gotta polish it. What are they? You putting braces on them? He's making fake braces retainers. I started this. I look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And the color choices too, that's pretty dope. I don't know why you would ever wanna do that, but if you did want braces, just to have braces for a day and then you take them off, that's pretty good. It's not gonna straighten your teeth, but it'll look cool. Another thing that we have is sometimes when you have braces at the end, we get into a little sticky situation. It doesn't really go exactly as you planned. Just watch. Okay, 4 days till braces are off. 3, 2, about to get them. 1 month till they're off. Sorry. Yeah, we do that sometimes, but it's not because we hate you. It's because we love you. And we want you to be able to have the best teeth ever. And if it means I got to make you wait another month, I'm going to make you wait another month. I'm sorry, but the tears. You can't hear the song, but she's dancing. Take a before selfie. Run your tongue over your smooth teeth because that ain't going to happen again. Buy pain relief medicine. Get your teeth professionally clean, stock up on soft foods, and purchase an electric toothbrush to keep your braces clean. Get excited for that new smile. That's so true, man. Soft foods, important. Lick them smooth teeth because once them braces are on, you're not gonna see them again for another 2. This is the same girl, 3 bad habits for your teeth? Okay. Biting your nails, obviously. Duh. Chewing on pencils, duh. Chewing on ice, duh. My question is, who needs these tips? These are basic tips. This is like, here's a guidebook to thunderstorms. Don't stand outside with a giant metal pole while there's lightning going. Obviously, you're not gonna chew on ice. And if you do chew on ice, I know who you are. I know you ice chewers. I know you're out there. I'm watching you. What you should and should not eat with braces. Apples, cut them. Good, that's a good idea. Hot chips like Takis, do a soft instead. I like this person. Chew ice, no. But a popsicle or ice cream, yeah. Fun fact, you can still have some cool stuff with braces, guys. That's not all the way the end of the world. You just gotta be smart about it. Cut the apple. Alrighty, we got a traditional flossers won't work. It's true, they don't go up underneath the thing. You can use a proxy brush to get around the brackets. I like that, that's a good tip. Use a flosser, floss every tooth. The thing is though, there is a third one that I think is better than all these through. It's called an ortho pick, and it actually is the floss pick that fits underneath the braces wire. It's crazy. It's my favorite. Use it if you can. I would use it over flossing every single individual tooth because let's be honest, nobody got time for that. Okay, cover it in toothpaste and freeze it for 1,000,000 likes. Why would you do that? He's trying to clean his retainer by covering it in toothpaste and freezing it because that makes sense. That retainer looked disgusting. How long has it been since you brushed that retainer before you covered it in toothpaste and put it in the freezer? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you need a new retainer. That's disgusting. Okay, look at your tongue. Is it white? Build up a bacteria and causes bad breath? It's true. A lot of people don't brush their tongue. Get a tongue scraper, scrape all that gunk off. Now everybody's tongue kind of looks a little white, but if it's yellowy white, that means you need to do a better job brushing your tongue. You know, a lot of the time you don't even recognize that your teeth are moving when you got braces, but this is pretty cool. It's a time lapse of how your braces move through treatment. Let's check it out. So braces doing their best job. Braces popping on, magically appearing out of nowhere. Magic. Science. Using a little spring to push that canine out of the way, make room for the new teeth. Wow, this is an intense case. Where's the extra tooth? Where's the tooth? They are pulling it in. That's what that little blue chain is, pulling in the missing tooth. He has either a canine or a central that's stuck in there. His front tooth was stuck in there sideways up in his nose. That's tight. I love these. They take forever. He put a little accessory wire in there to start turning it once you can see it. Moving it slowly, pulling it in. The little thing that you see going down is a torque wire. It torques your tooth forward. That's crazy. Man, I love orthodontics. So magical. Makes me feel warm inside. I honestly can't even explain how this happened. What, did you kiss somebody and your braces got stuck? What is that? Her lip ring got stuck in her braces? How do you do that? Oh, that bad boy is stuck inside there. How do you do that? Seriously, some of the things I see are absolute crazy, but I have never seen a lip ring get stuck up inside the braces. Not good. That is not good. Oh, remember, speaking of an impacted one, canines, super important. Pulling them in. We have to uncover them, link them, grab them, pull them in like we're fishing. We reeling them in, pulling link by link, month by month until they come all the way in and then they're fully in. That's crazy. All right, this next one is for those Visco girls, the ones that like to match their colors of their braces to what they're wearing. Let's check it out. Okay, attention Visco girls. Let's see, we got the scrunchies, we got the bag. Ooh, Visco girl, top-notch scrunchies, head to turtles, and oops, Starbucks ones. Jesus, that's a lot of colors. Holy moly, I'm not gonna lie. I like matching colors. Matching colors is dope. Unfortunately, I like to wear black. I wear black all the time. I have black car, I've got black office, I got black scrubs. But if I did wear a lot of colors, I would do this in a heartbeat. Ooh, little Remy had trouble eating due to his underbite. Oh, we got another doggy case. 1 orthodontist, a pediatric, 2 vets, 1 ortho assistants. Look at that doggy braces. I told you we put braces on animals. They got him open, he's sedated, he's out. They're putting the brackets on. Oh, so dope. They got the little springs there. They're gonna undo that open bite and put them back together, and they're closing down the lower. He's up, he's looking good. My God, my dog. 6 months later, that bite is fixed. Now, how crazy is that, guys, that we can actually work with dogs? And you have to be specially trained for veterinarian purposes, but it's basically the same concepts. Crazy. This man is just crunching on the ice. Okay, hold up, okay. How did he get an icicle that long? I mean, that's an intense icicle. And he's just crunching. We didn't even talk about the fact that the man was wearing no clothes in the Arctic. How is he not freezing? But anyways, as you guys know, obviously ice crunching is not good for braces, so don't. All right, this next video is somebody who's making a custom retainer. Let's check it out. Okay, we got retainer, style number 2. Apparently there was a style number 1. Putting the mold in there, pulling it out, teeth look nice. Ooh, what up, Hello Kitty? Okay, putting the stickers on the teeth and then sucking down over the teeth and it sticks to the retainer. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to do this next. What sticker should I use and make a custom retainer for myself? This next video is about different candies that can really hurt your braces, but they're gonna be doing something different with it. Ooh, we got some Skittles. Those are definitely gonna break your brackets. And boy, is that satisfying. Okay, that, I don't even know if that's a food at all, but it sure does look cool. Gummy bears, 6 out of 10. They're actually pretty tough. They do break your brackets. Okay, what do we got here? 3 days with braces got me like, ooh, I love Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. Throwing them in the blendy, getting a little blendy on. Chick-fil-A sauce, putting it on top, mix it together. Okay, first off, why does that look really good? And 2, that's actually a really good way to do things. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you should do that with every one of your foods. But obviously those first 2 weeks, the reason why she's doing that is because they get super, super sore with the braces. And so you have to eat soft foods. And so she's saying basically, I can't eat it, so I'm gonna make myself a Chick-fil-A smoothie bowl. Crazy. All right, look at what the doctor got me. Oh, I know where this is going. She's got the face pull headgear. You don't really see this too often, but boy, does it look crazy. Hey, but she's styling it though. She's feeling it though. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that ending caught me off guard. Go back to that real quick. What is that, the chick from Matilda? Oh my gosh, the braces girl from Finding Nemo. That's hilarious. Headgear, probably not the wave as you saw earlier. We don't use it too often, but every now and then we do get it. That's what we mean by open wider.
Wider? Please wider.
Oh my gosh! Imagine if your mouth actually got stretched out like that. I know it feels like that sometimes. And actually, these things are called dexters. They're actually dummies that we would work on with teeth. Some of these guys had tongues, some of these guys had faces. I still have nightmares to this day about these guys. Now in this next video, we're gonna be going over what exact braces colors might go good with your teeth and which ones don't.
Braces colors to avoid.
Braces colors to avoid.
Green.
Green, it's true. Don't do green, it looks like spinach in your teeth. Brown, you already know, look like dookie, straight up.
Yellow.
Yellow, it makes your teeth look yellower.
White.
Why would you want that? And white, yeah. Isn't that crazy? You would think that white actually would make your teeth look worse, but it's true. They stain super easy. They look nasty. If you can get one of the pearlescent, kind of pearly whites, those do a better job. We're gonna go with that.
You're supposed to keep your child's baby teeth because once your child grows up and possibly develops cancer or a spinal cord injury, then your child's baby teeth can harvest stem cells.
Actually, fun fact is this is true. This is something that actually genetically can help you. You can get stem cells from your baby teeth. You can get a lot of other things that could potentially help you down the line. So maybe you could save your baby teeth and save your own life at the same time. In this next video, we're gonna show that dentistry and braces might not only be for humans. Oh, I'm gonna solve him, the poor little whoopee. Hey, that's a bone saw. It actually doesn't circulate. It just kind of vibrates until it cuts through. It's completely safe. They're using the stick so it doesn't get into any tissue or anything like that. That poor dog. Come on, man. Now that's what we call a canine. You know what I'm saying? Like a canine too. No, you lots of jokes. Okay, anyways, yes, we do stuff with dogs and stuff all the time. Even lions and tigers and stuff. They have teeth. They need to have them worked on. So sometimes we do braces. Sometimes you do have emergencies like this. Sometimes we're pulling teeth. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I think you would be perfect for my daughter.
Also.
Well, you're cute and nice.
Oh my
You
God.
have great teeth.
Appreciate it.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, this has happened to me whenever I was a kid. I actually had the same exact thing happen. I don't know what happens when you're in that cleaning and your hygienist and you guys have that heart to heart, but sometimes some weird questions come up. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it gets a little weird. Now in this video, we all know we got tonsils, okay? And sometimes you just gotta get them tonsils, boy, out of there. You know, I don't suggest popping out tonsil stones like this. You can actually really irritate your tonsils and cause strep throat and soreness and stuff, but tonsil stones cause that nasty smell in your mouth. Unfortunately, if you keep getting tonsils like this, you have to get tonsil crypt surgery, where they basically laser off the crypts of your tonsils, closing them off so nothing can get inside there anymore, and your stank breath will be gone forever. Now in this next video, we're gonna go through the process of braces and how you get them on to off to everything else in between. First off, we're just clacking these off. Also, porcelain brackets or clear brackets are a lot harder to get off. And then we're taking a burr and we're gonna remove that tooth. Funny thing is, we don't drill through your teeth. We just polish them up. Super easy, doesn't really hurt. Now this is what we call Hollywood, and that Hollywood actually does remove the enamel and makes it nice and flat to make it look really good, get that Hollywood smile, because everybody's teeth are probably worn down in some weird areas, and we gotta make it look perfect, you know, for you.
I found molds of my boyfriend's teeth. Enjoy.
Okay, I wanna see this. No, stop. I don't know whether I'm more impressed that she has a big enough mouth to fit those teeth in, or the fact that it kind of looked realistic, but that's kind of gross. You know where them moles have been? They have not been in good places and they've been sending some weird, I would not suggest doing this. Oh my gosh, his tongue has been ripped to shreds. And my man going in with a sour lollipop. Fun fact, there's actually nothing wrong here at all. This is called a fissured tongue. It's a natural occurrence, and it does not mean that there's actually cuts in there. Those are just normal tongue variations. He doesn't feel any pain at all. That's why he can do this. Superhuman feat. Ooh, got some teeth here. We pulling out a piece of, what that do that? Oh, that's gotta feel so weird. I now have a new phobia. Fun part is this isn't even a piece of food at all. This is actually what we call a retraction cord. It's a little cord that we stuff into the pocket of your gum tissue to move it away from the teeth so we can do a filling close to the gum line without getting everything in the way. So yeah, it's actually not a piece of food at all. Yeah, weird, I know.
I was chasing my baby brother, and then I realized
I got you.
he grew teeth out of nowhere.
What the heck, yo?
They're his teeth. They're just teeth. They're just there chilling.
I let him bite me.
Ow. That baby said not today. But for real, baby teeth, in fact, actually do just kind of come right out of nowhere in between 1 and 2 years old. They just pop right out. Ooh, my man with the ox looking good.
Oh my gosh. No,
poor
these
guy,
are not my boots. No.
She's just pulling on them like a door handle there. Hey, you know what? I think it's cute, man. All smiles are beautiful, including this ox's smile. I don't know about the nose ring though. I don't think I could pull that off. Closing my tooth gap in 3 days. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can tell you right out of the bat, this is not a good idea. These gap bands don't work, okay guys? It's pure science. If you got gaps here and you close them, that space has to go somewhere. So really you're just gonna be moving the gaps to over here. So now you're gonna have 2 big gaps on the other side. So probably don't do this, and definitely make sure you go see a dentist or anything, or orthodontist before you do any type of tooth movement, okay? When you're at work in the office with no one, you did not. No, stop.
Yeah, I know you're hungry.
Hey, good choice with a Chick-fil-A. Oh man, that's wrong. For you guys that don't know, in the dental profession, we have pretty much all females. Actually, and now that I think about it, I've been the only guy in my workplace everywhere I've ever worked. So yes, if I gotta bring some Chick-fil-A and some donuts in to make my girls happy, because they make my life so much better, I'm gonna do it because I love you guys. My man's breath could freeze someone.
Also, ready?
Yes, he got some
Arctic
Altoids. Was he
Altoids.
gonna eat some Altoids? Okay, all right, some Altoids. I see you.
Tic Tacs.
And now he's going for the Tic Tacs.
Listerine breast strips.
Listerine breast strips?
Breast strips.
I didn't even know they still made those things. My man's
breast
breath colder than the Arctic right now. No. You put that orange juice down,
Orange
sir.
juice.
You stop that illegal. Oh! You know that has got to taste so freaking bad. Indeed. Oh my gosh, we found Mr. Freeze's son over here. Also, fun fact, for something nice, we're making a toothpaste without sodium lauryl sulfate in it. I know it sounds crazy, but you'll be able to brush your teeth, and then afterwards, you could drink orange juice, you could eat any food, and it won't taste any different at all. Now, it's not out yet, okay? You gotta wait for it a little bit, but just be on the lookout. Got a little wire action here, a little figure 8. Normally we use that to cinch things down, keep them locked in. That teeth is moving. That's because it's not a real tooth. Actually, we do this all the time for people with fake teeth. This is actually what we do. So if you're missing a tooth, we gotta put a fake tooth in there, and it's just gonna flop around. So what we do is we wire it in so it doesn't go loosey-goosey, floppy-woppy. And then after that, we put the wire in, and it looks like you didn't even have a missing tooth there to begin with.
Say goodbye to these luscious lips because my braces are coming off today.
This guy definitely had a few Red Bulls before he came to the clinic. All right, we're popping it off. This guy's crazy.
10.
Yes.
You gotta take them off.
Oh, shit.
Hey, they look good though.
Oh, shit.
Am I Chip Skylark now?
Okay, all right. Now we got to get the glue off. We got to take some pictures.
Write down all the way.
Hey, they look good though.
Who is he?
He's got the mullet, my
that?
guy.
Who you fighting? What should I eat first?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. We get all sorts of walks of life coming in our door, but I'll tell you one thing, no matter who they are, the best day of their life is getting the braces off. Everybody's happy. They look great if you had a good orthodontist, that is. And it's literally one of my favorite things about orthodontics. I love it.
What?
I can't get out.
I don't know what to say.
It's stuck to
I
your
mean,
butt.
I told you guys don't wear tongue rings. You guys don't listen to me though. This is what happens.
All right, come.
I like how she doesn't know whether she should laugh or cry. I feel kind of bad for her, but to be honest, I told you guys don't do this. That being said, if you do find yourself in this predicament, you probably should just unscrew it, pull it apart, and then put it back in your tongue and screw it back. It's pretty easy.
Things you are not allowed to do while you have braces.
While you have braces. Okay, let's see if I agree
Bite your
with
fingernails.
this. Bite your fingernails. Of course, that's nasty. You know what?
Chew on
your
pen
fingernails?
pencils.
Disgusting. Chew on pens and pencils. We actually have that happen all the time. That's a big
Pick at your
so don't do that.
brackets.
Pick at your brackets. Don't pick at your brackets, especially if you have the doors. You're gonna wear them out.
Chew on ice.
And chew on ice. Of course. I mean, how many times I gotta tell you not to chew on ice? But I know that my lovely followers out here, you guys are definitely abiding by all these rules. I know that none of you guys have ever chewed on ice, ever. Right? Right? Now we move a lot of different teeth, but this tooth is on another level. Ooh-wee, that tooth is up in there. That is an impacted canine. We had to remove the tissue. You can see they put a little button with some chains on it. So there you go. We move it link by link in. It takes over a year sometimes to get some of these canines in, but there is nothing better than having all your teeth in, looking good, and having that Hollywood smile. Okay, I can obviously tell she has not been wearing the retainer. That's where the gaps are.
Oopsies.
Oopsies indeed.
Oopsies. I'm just gonna do it.
Oh my goodness indeed. That had to hurt. That being said, did you guys know that if you can get your retainer down like 80% of the way, you can mostly get it on. If you just force it in and you wear it for like 2 weeks, it will actually act like a little Invisalign treatment and move your teeth back to where they are. I know it's crazy. After that, after the 2 weeks, just wear it at nighttime only and you'll keep your Hollywood smile for life. When I didn't believe my teeth would hurt this bad after braces and I can't chew nothing, she's literally cutting noodles. When you get your braces on, the first 2 weeks are super sensitive to where you can't even eat noodles. You're gonna be in soft food. But that being said, don't worry guys. After 2 weeks, the pain goes down and it's easy breezy mode from there.
Blue turkeys.
Blue turkeys.
I just got a few and I'll be seeing how many blue turkeys
My man got like a pile. I didn't even know they made blue turkeys. Are they cold? Are they minty? Oh, my man is just chomping, bro. First off, I don't even want to know what his bathroom looks like. I mean, and what are his braces made of? Steel? My man really just went ahead and ate a whole 880 Takis. My tongue would be so raw, I couldn't even eat anything. Man's a superhero, I swear. Oh, we got a little bit of the shaving it down. We call this Hollywood in my office. Basically, your teeth are worn down in different directions, so we got to make sure we polish them straight when you're done. Easy stuff. It's nothing that's going to cause any sensitivity or it's not going to hurt you at all. It's pretty easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. We just want to make sure it's all straight and nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? Right, in this next video, apparently this is the tip and trick you need to make your toothbrush last forever.
I'm going to show you how to clean your toothbrush today. All you'll need is some toothpaste and then a new toothbrush. And then you get, I need to get scissors to open this, so.
Toothbrush to clean you up. Oh. Toothpaste.
Open your new
right now,
toothbrush.
guys. I'm confusing.
Put toothpaste on it, on your new one. And then take your old one and just rub them together like that. So really get in there and then rinse it with like water or whatever drink you have nearby. It'll be just as good as new.
Wait, is this are you pranking me? Is this like a Kababy or KB or whatever you say video? Is this one of them like, just use the brand new toothbrush, man. What are you trying to do using an old toothbrush, cleaning it with the new toothbrush, and then, I can't. Oh, all right, we're doing a little bit of cleaning here. You can see that gunk that's popping off, that's calculus. Calculus is basically just plaque, stuff that's on your teeth. You don't brush it off and it turns hard like cement, 24 hours. If you do it for a long time, it's gonna look like this, nasty. So you know what basically you just gotta do? Brush your teeth. All right, you know we try so hard to find foods that you can eat with braces that sometimes we make up foods that you should just never ever touch with braces. All right, Ayo chips sandwich. Got some hard bread, some the kettle cooked chips too. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, chips on your sandwich be busting, just not when you got braces because it's gonna break off some stuff. Plus, there's no nutritional value in this. I don't see any meat anywhere. I need the protein.
Photos printed? Like I can get what?
Oh my gosh, it looks like, oh, you know what that is? It looks crazy, I know, but what that is actually called a fissured tongue. It's completely normal. I know it looks like she ate about 4,000 warheads and she got nothing left of her tongue, but it's actually not painful at all. It's completely normal. Just the fissures in your tongue are deeper than normal. It looks a little weird, but completely normal.
My teeth actually has something to say to you.
Your teeth can't talk, homie? I swear, y'all are weird, man. People are weird in general, and I'm not gonna lie, it was satisfying enough for me to watch the whole thing through. ASMR, ooh, it's crazy stuff. But anyways, what this is a partial denture. Basically, it's a couple teeth. He didn't have to get all of his teeth replaced, just a couple in the front there. So what that thing is, it just pops in, makes those teeth look good, and makes some weird ASMR sounds along with it. Oh, we got some more removing dental calculus. I think it just popped right off there. But you see how that stuff grows and just goes all the way up over it, man. It's nasty. Just brush your teeth. You don't want none of this stuff, okay? It's gross. All right, brush your teeth with, oh my gosh, her mouth is disgusting, bro. You know, when I see a lot of staining like that, normally it's like a tea drinker, smoker, or whatever, but regardless, this person is not taking care of their teeth. I mean, they're brushing very vigorously. But obviously they don't do it often because them teeth are nasty in the ass. Ooh, gross. So anyways, we know when we got braces, we got stuff all over the place. Wires, brackets, hooks. You know something's gonna happen eventually. You're either gonna cut your cheek or something. But this, well, oh, just watch this.
The time when my frenulum got stuck to my braces.
Frenulum got stuck. Ah! It up under your tongue.
Stuck.
Y'all out here worried about getting your braces tangled together when you kissing, but you're gonna get tongue tied regardless, man. I have not seen that one before. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of things. I've not seen a frenulum get stuck in the braces. It's crazy. Crest toothpaste. You ain't gonna tell me they're making ice cream with Crest toothpaste right now. Hey, but for real, it looks good. I mean, it looks pretty good. You know, some mint chocolate ice cream, that's not bad. And it'll fight cavities at the same time. But I would not ingest toothpaste. It's got a lot of fluoride and stuff in it. You don't want none of that. Spreading it out there. It is not rolling very good. Not appetizing at all. I tell you what. Ooh, we popping brackets off. Man, gotta love the sign of just popping some brackets off. You know, a lot of people think that this hurts and they're scared about it when they get their braces off. It's really not that bad. We actually crush the bracket and that pops the glue off. So it actually isn't like we're ripping your tooth off. It's actually pretty smart. I mean, basically you just kind of break the bracket and it breaks the glue and it just pops off. Oh, how things work socket graft. Ooh, interesting. So basically what they're doing, they're getting the PDL fibers out of the way, taking the tooth out. Now they're opening up the space. They're probably gonna put some bone graft material in there. That's what that stuff is. Fun fact, it actually comes from pigs, normally. And they suture it up. They gotta wait for that bone to grow over time into real bone, and then they put the implant in. How crazy is that? That we can take some bone cells from other animals and stuff and make it bone into your jaw. It's crazy. They actually have human versions of it too, but those are a little more expensive. Where my ice chewers at? Well, after watching this, you may not want to chew that ice anymore. Oh, this is your sign to stop chewing on ice. Ah! the whole back is cracked. I can't stop looking at it, but it's so painful at the same time. Get it away. Oh my gosh, that would hurt so bad. I can't even imagine cracking a tooth in half. No thank you, no ice crunching for me. But you know what I would do is have one of these Something Nice toothbrushes. But for real though, this is my company, Something Nice. You guys voted on these two. We got these two, and they're going to be in stock September 24th on somethingnicecompany.com. I appreciate your support. Let's get back to the reactions. All right, we got. I'm so confused. Is this Fleeting Films? My man putting braces on an apple again. Putting the bands on, getting to the edge. Yo, if only you could put braces on that fast, though. I mean, he's doing a good job. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I would want Fleeting Films to put my braces on, because, you know, he kills half of the fruits that he, you know, but he brings it back to life, though, to be fair, but I don't know about this one. Apple braces, is not my thing. I'll put them on dogs and humans, but not apples. Oh, her tooth went sideways. Oh, she's got dentures. Oh, okay. So trying to eat the corn with dentures, that's surprising. It's really tough. You know, basically, she was really young and had dentures. So that either means that she neglected them when they were young, unfortunately, and lost them, or maybe something happened after that. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is brush your teeth, keep them clean. You know, use a Something Nice toothbrush if you want, but what we got to do is make sure you keep these teeth forever, because I promise you, dentures are not a good long-term situation. You want your real teeth for as long as possible. Now in this next one, sometimes you forget to wear your retainers, like for a while. And when you gotta put them back in, well, this happens.
Hey guys, so today I'm gonna try put my retainers in after not wearing them for about a month. This is the top one.
First off, why you not wearing your retainer, man? You don't want to protect your investment?
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, so when you see that gapping, basically you know that it's been a while. It's been a while, so you gotta pop that bad boy in. The lower ones actually don't shift as fast.
3, 2, 1.
Yo, he was like, ah! Yeah, no, I mean, that gets pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. But if this does happen, that's the point of a retainer, man. It's actually like a little mini Invisalign treatment. Pop that bad boy in there if you can get it in there. Wear it for like 3 weeks and your teeth will shift back to a normal spot. You just gotta make sure you wear it all the time.
Things you can't do with braces.
With braces. Obviously, you can't eat chips. Why would you chew on a raw carrot? I mean, I think crunchy waffles you could probably get away with. Honestly, I think there's a lot of things you can and can't eat, you know, but just basically if it's sticky, chewy, crunchy, probably don't use it with braces, okay? Oh my gosh, that tongue is humongous. Eating his tongue, swallowing his tongue like it ain't no thing. That's what we call macroglossia. That means big tongue. It can cause a lot of issues, to be honest. If it gets too big, you can try and cut it down, but normally it'll grow back. I know it's weird. Tongues actually can grow back if you cut them. I know it's wild. So you know how a lot of people try and get electric toothbrushes and stuff? Well, this guy decided he was gonna make his own electric toothbrush. DIY electric tooth on a Theragun? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Oh my, you know, surprisingly it looked like it worked good, but you gotta watch out with this stuff, man. See, toothbrushes just have a gentle vibration. You start going back and forth that fast, you're gonna rip your gums off so fast, I'm gonna call you Sally. I don't know why I call you Sally, I don't know. Sally.
Did you know you shouldn't brush your teeth after breakfast?
Did you
Always
know
before.
You shouldn't brush your teeth?
There's 2 reasons for this. When you eat breakfast, your mouth becomes acidic.
It's true.
So what you're doing when you brush your teeth after breakfast is brushing the acid into the tooth. And this wears away the enamel. And brushing before breakfast protects your teeth from anything you're going to eat.
It's almost like this person is a professional, and she's actually completely right. If you get that acidic stuff, that's why you're supposed to wait an hour after eating to brush your teeth, or brush before if you want to. A lot of the time, the toothpaste can have some materials and stuff that makes your breakfast taste a little gunky and yucky, especially OJ. So I would be a proponent of just brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning. If not, brush an hour after you eat. This is how braces are okay, let's see if this guy's doing a good job. So he's putting the etch on there, rinsing it off. You want to have the etch on there for 30 seconds. We're going to dry it up. Now we're putting the bonding agent on top. This all looks good. We're placing each bracket. You want to make sure you get them in a good spot, obviously. Okay, and then you light cure them. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. My job is so easy, I tell you what. Anybody could be an orthodontist. You just got to go through like 15 plus years of school and $500,000 in student loans. Now this last one is a very cruel prank, but it was very funny at the same time. some toothpaste and a cup. What you doing with the toothpaste and a cup? Toothpaste popsicle? No. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. That face, yo, that face. Yo, toothpaste popsicle prank. You know what? At least it's gonna clean your teeth. Look at that face, is killing me. At least you can take that. You can brush it afterwards and like get a clean mouth at least. You know what I'm saying? But that was dirty. You did her dirty. Let's play a game. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Watch this video. Just a couple squirts of squish. Rinse it with some water. Oh, look at all that nasty. Oh, you got whiter teeth than I've ever seen in my entire life. So you went from brown. You trying to tell me, okay, first off, these are scams, guys. Don't believe this stuff. It's all fake. My man just literally, he painted white out on his teeth and then he put black stuff on there and he swooshed it out. It doesn't work. Nothing, no whitening known to man is gonna whiten your teeth that fast. It's a scam. Don't buy it. I know you've seen people get dental treatment, but have you ever seen a horse get dental treatment? Journey has never had his teeth done. He's 8 years old. Interesting. You can also see that his feet have not been done. Okay, my man needs some tender love and care. This is our vet. Man, dude, imagine having your mouth cranked open by that device. That thing's wild. He's got to be sedated or something. How is that horse just hanging in there like that? That's crazy. Yo, horse teeth are crazy. It's like 5 teeth all in one.
Worried about is these.
My man just manhandling this horse's tongue left and right like it's crazy.
Get it out of the way so you can see better. See these
Sharp teeth. So wait, you have to file horses' teeth to make them safe? I never knew that. All right, we got shark tooth hunting in Venice, Florida. I want some shark tooth, so you just get a bunch of sand, sift it out. That would actually be pretty fun. I like finding stuff like this. Give it a shake. Next beach trip, I'm doing it. Oh man, just found a shark tooth. Next time you go to the beach, you're gonna see Bentis out there with a little sifter finding myself some shark teeth, maybe a sand dollar or 5. Now this next video is when Gen Z and cancel culture gets a hold of teeth whitening and braces. Tell me.
Why teeth need to be
straight,
need to be white.
Need to be white?
Why can't teeth be gay?
Oh my gosh, no.
Why can't
this has got to be a
yellow,
joke.
Brown, black?
You did not just put your hand up when you said that.
It disgusts me how homophobic and racist society is. And I'm an Aries, so of course I'm mad at this.
Okay, first off, I'm just an orthodontist, man. I'm trying to love everybody in every shape and every form of everything. Why you gotta try and cancel me? I'm just a dentist. All right, we got a Coke bottle. Oh, he's pulling a Madison beer. Oh, he just popped that sucker right out of his mouth. If you guys did not know, enamel is the strongest thing in your human body, but it is still weak enough to get popped off by a Coke bottle. Don't recommend. Wait, remembering when I let my sister rip out all my teeth when I was 6 because I wanted to be a dentist?
Things would get better.
What? Okay, for real though, guys, don't do this. If you lose baby teeth too early before you're supposed to, your permanent teeth are gonna come in kind of wonky and maybe even cause some issues where you're gonna need to have braces later in life. Don't do it. Did it?
Do braces hurt?
Put your braces on. Oh, my man is coming out with the energy and his voice is so low.
It's not gonna hurt. However, every time you go every month, they're gonna tighten them. Also, these, they hurt a yeah.
Well, you know, at least he's honest. But me personally, I would say that the first 2 weeks of braces are the worst. They hurt really, really bad. But then after that, it's normally pretty good. When you get them tightened, they're only sore for like a day or so. And he's right, rubber bands can hurt. But as long as you wear them full time, that pain will go away and you'll never have that issue again as long as you wear them. A couple tips for you, take some ibuprofen. That'll help with the pain. And also cold ice water and ice cream will deactivate the wire, giving you a little bit of pain-free time for about 20-30 minutes. I'm excited to start my braces journey tomorrow. Well, that's cool. I like people being excited about that, but you have to get an expander, okay? All right. That's a big old gap. Your front teeth are gonna look like that. Don't bully me, please. Okay, that's true. You know, if you have to get an expander, it will expand out. The roof of your mouth is made of 2 different bones, and if you get in there early enough before they fuse, you can pull them apart. And what that does is that gap forms between your teeth because you physically moved your 2 pieces of your head away from each other. Leave that long enough and the bone will fill in, and there you go. You've expanded your jaw, and now you've got that wide Hollywood smile. Now in this next video, maybe it shows you that eating an apple a day maybe doesn't keep the doctor away. Eating 3 to 4 apples a day for years could cause this. Okay, let's see. Woo! Erosion of the enamel. Man, that's actually true. That is fact, not cap. Now, it's worse with like oranges and lemons and things like that, but it's true if you eat too much acidic food, and fruit is acidic, it will actually erode away your enamel, making it look like that. And actually, some people with different eating issues where they make themselves throw up, that acid dissolves away the back of their teeth. So we can actually tell sometimes if you got eating disorders. Crazy.
Here's my toothpaste, yeah?
Yeah, he's got the tube.
Now, when you see your toothpaste lid,
yes, for the grip, so you can grab it and twist it out.
On the lid. I'll show you, come here. I'll just use a regular tap, my kitchen tap.
What's my man about to do?
Right.
He ain't about to do what I think he's about to do.
Now what's this? Put the lid on the tap. Is that tap on?
No way that actually worked. What? How did that work? I need to find myself some toothpaste stat. That's crazy. Yo, try this out at home and let me know if this works for you guys down below. There's no way that I'm buying this. This is some BS. All right, in this next video, we're gonna learn how to brush our teeth without actually brushing our teeth. Okay, we got this little thing. He's pressing a little button and foam coming out of there. What? I've seen these before. A little moving all over your teeth. He's just gonna be shaving, talking, walking, whatever he's gonna do. And what do you know? It's gonna just clean his teeth for him. Well, if you guys have already watched, you know I've reacted to this before in the past. These things don't actually work. They just kind of just sit there and vibrate, and they actually don't really clean your teeth that well. So I would definitely stick to brushing your teeth with a regular toothbrush. By the way, good segue, you could use a something nice toothbrush. One of my toothbrushes, an electric toothbrush, and every one that is purchased, we give back to a kid in need at a children's hospital. You're welcome. Oh. I was not expecting that. Oh my God, yo, them were some pearly whites for sure. What? Yo, can we talk about real quick
these
how
are
they,
not my
he's got this
boots.
nose ring? I didn't even know they
no.
actually put those nose rings into like animals. What is the use of a nose ring in a cow? If somebody knows, let me know down below. I can just see myself with my own nose ring. Should I get a septum piercing? I think I'd look pretty good. I'd be like Gen Z dentist. All right, if you thought dental impressions were bad enough, check out these dental impressions. Ooh, orange. Why does that look so tasty? So this person got some veneer preps, and he's getting what we call a 2-stage impression with 2 different types of materials. So the first one was the orange, and then the blue goes on right after. Why does that look so satisfying and tasty for some reason? I feel like it's like a dreamsicle. I just want to eat it. Parenting 101. How to take a loose tooth out. My man's got a Nerf gun attached to his son's tooth. Does a Nerf gun really have that much power to shoot that out of there? He said it flew. My man really just shot a Nerf gun, shooting that tooth across the room. My man's about to get paid out big bills from the tooth fairy. Alrighty, in this next video, we got a tip from a dentist that maybe you probably haven't heard of before. The #1 rule for brushing your teeth from a dentist. Well, I hope it's from a dentist. Never rinse after brushing your teeth. Only spit. This is so the fluoride stays on your teeth longer and gets you a healthier smile. So I know that I was one of these people that I didn't know this for the longest time. I always rinse my mouth out with water after I brush. And I had no idea that you were actually supposed to just spit the toothpaste out and not rinse, because the fluoride and the protective stuff is supposed to stay on your teeth. And I've been doing this for like 25 years. I literally learned this like 3 years ago. It's crazy. My man is very energetic off the rip. Singing to me, My man, what are you doing? My man literally scared me, putting toothpaste all over his face. What do you think he's gonna achieve? You think he's gonna whiten his face or something? He barely gonna whiten his teeth with that. He didn't even get anything in his mouth. My man really breathing that tooth in and out. That is what we call a loose tooth. No shot. Alright, so in this next video, we're gonna learn how to make ourselves a fake tooth.
If you broke your tooth and can't fix it right away.
Oh, my man just really pulled his tooth right out of there. Temp tooth. Temporary tooth. Ah, you know, I've seen these little plastic beads that you melt up and stuff. Let's see how he does. He's even got the dental tools.
Put in the microwave.
Put in the water.
30
You gotta heat it up to melt the wax. You got his little wax beads. And if I remember right, these turn clear when they're heated up. There they are, they're clear. So you got it. Now you got this little moldable gel. I just keep thinking of all the arts and crafts I could do with these things rather than fix a tooth. And then you just mold it on there. Let's see what it good. He's even like shaping it. My man's a straight up dentist.
Finished.
That looks pretty good. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty good, you know, for someone who has a chipped tooth or something, they can't get into the dentist, or maybe they can't afford it just yet, and they need something to just hold them over until they can get a full crown built or something like that. It's actually a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. All right, now speaking how to make a fake tooth, let's figure out how to make a real tooth. Alrighty, we gotta prep the surface. That blue stuff is etch. It gets you ready. The next stuff is the primer. That's kind of that sandwich layer. Now he's putting that glue on the back. Man, he's doing this quick. There you go. That easy. 5 seconds. That's all you need to make yourself a tooth. It's super easy, man. I'm just kidding. It's a little bit more complicated than that. He sped it up. But yeah, that's how you make a real tooth. Okay, we got our retainers. We got some bling bling. Okay, I see you. Those look good. You got the bling on the retainers. I'm just going to put that out there that I started this. I started this trend back in the day when I made my custom crazy bling retainers. So I don't want to hear it. Bentis created it. Y'all can thank me for it. You think the braces nowadays are tough? What if I told you that back in the day, Egyptian mummies had some braces and they weren't as cool as the ones you got?
You have braces?
Do you
well,
have
be thankful
braces?
you didn't have them during ancient Egyptian times.
It's true. I wish I
Early
didn't have them
forms of
during.
braces were found on
gosh,
some ancient
look at all
Egyptian
them
mummies, using
gums.
crude metal banding around each tooth and
That's
catgut to
insane.
guide the teeth and close the gaps. But what is catgut, you ask?
I know exactly what
Catgut
catgut
is
is.
made
It's
from the
intestine.
intestinal walls of certain animals, usually sheep or goat, and is then twisted into a string.
My man's really just said that they move teeth with cat gut. Now, if you guys would already know this, if you saw my last video, the history of braces, you would have already known this. But if you didn't, now you know. They used to have to drill holes through your teeth, put the gold wire, and then tie it together with some cat gut to straighten them up. Yeah, no thank you.
Observe.
Casually taking my
I am
teeth
a
out.
Rorfian Zopgar.
She's got those temporary teeth. Oh, they were
On
not
my
having it.
planet, this is hilarious.
All I'm gonna say is toothless lives matter too, okay? You can't be mean to some people just because they were born without a few teeth. I love you all, even my toothless people. All right, so this next one is literally the most perfect bite ever. Holy moly, look at how those teeth fit together so perfect. Oh my gosh, Jesus. How do you even get teeth that perfect? I'm an orthodontist and I have trouble making teeth that perfect. It's crazy. Guys, okay, what?
Okay, what? Look.
Okay, what am I looking at, boss?
No, I don't.
Oh, she just got her wisdom teeth
You guys
out.
want me to kiss her with this in her mouth? No, I don't think you're ugly, babe. You are so pretty.
Oh my God, let's pause there real quick. Do you see the terror in her eyes? She just got her wisdom teeth out and you know she is on another planet. She probably thinks she's looking like Planet of the Apes over here instead of a cute girl like she probably is. You never know when you got that anesthetic and you don't know what you're thinking.
Pretty, Anna. Anna,
I don't think you're ugly. Oh, at least your boyfriend's so sweet.
Mwah.
He said, I'll give you a head kiss. I ain't touching the mouth though. I tell you what, wisdom teeth reactions are absolutely hilarious, as you would know if you watched my reaction videos to wisdom teeth. What? My man's really brushing a monkey's teeth. And that monkey's got a chain on it. I mean, at least he's doing a good job getting everything done. Getting ready for bed for the first time. What's with people not having teeth these days?
We're fake.
Of course they were fake.
Yeah, that one cracked me up. Ladies, if you're not whitening your teeth while tanning, you better start now. I don't think she understands. Okay, first off, who's gonna tell her? I don't think y'all understand. The light is not what whitens your teeth, guys. It's hydrogen peroxide that whitens your teeth. In fact, those little light up teeth whitening lights, they don't even work. They're gimmicks just to try and make you buy stuff. So no, a tanning bed light is not gonna lighten your teeth. It's gonna darken your skin, but it's not gonna lighten your teeth. All right, now this next one is a little life hack for y'all mothers out there with the babies. And when they get teething and their teeth hurt, try this hack out.
Life hack for when your baby is teething.
Okay, let's see. We're not even gonna just talk about this fact that she just dropped that binky in a dirty sink, huh? All right, okay. Well, we're just gonna completely ignore that. Put the binky in the water. Alrighty. Okay. All right, okay, we're putting it in the freezer. All right, we got that, okay, all right. You know what? I will say this. I mean, I can see how babies would like that, but you gotta be careful. You don't want it to be too cold because then it can get stuck to their gum tissue and it could even cause frostbite on a little baby's gums. So I can't recommend it, but it could work. I mean, they do make teething rings like that, so maybe. Speaking of babies, have you ever seen a baby be born with teeth? So born baby with teeth. Natal teeth are relatively rare, occurring about 1 of every 2,000 births. That's true. They are very rare. In Western medicine, natal teeth can be an indication. It is true. Potential syndrome. In Lao culture, it is good luck. There you go. So how about that? Actually, baby teeth early can be a sign of a syndrome or something bad because they're not supposed to be in at that time. So if they're there early, something got messed up in the genetic code, which can lead to further problems. But in this case, the baby's healthy. Avoid Laffy Taffy with braces. Well, no joke, I would avoid Laffy Taffy with braces. Why would you do that? There you go. I mean, that easy. I mean, it's like you could have told somebody if you eat a bunch of Laffy Taffy, it's sticky, it's chewy, it's gonna stick to the braces and pull them right off. I mean, this is easy stuff, guys. How braces are put on. Okay, all right. So we're putting the little etch on there. It's like a little crash course on braces. We're putting the etch on there. Okay, we gotta rinse that off. Next up, we're gonna do a little primer layer. That's that sandwich layer. Remember, it gets it ready. Okay, interesting. Paint it on. Alrighty, and now we gotta put glue on the bracket. Yep. Gotta make sure that's all in those little grooves on that pad. And then you put it on and you light cure. Well, you gotta get the glue off. That was kind of a messy press. All right, good. Got the glue off and now you gotta light it up. There you go. Braces in 10 seconds is that easy, guys. That easy. We're learning so much today. How to have wider braces with teeth.
Placed on. And purple is a fabulous color if you want your teeth to look whiter.
Actually, that's not cap, guys. Purple is actually a good color to wear because it contrasts with the yellow of your teeth, making it actually look brighter and whiter. Oh my gosh.
Yes, and we start.
What? Why is that kid's tooth just hanging out like crazy? Yeah, that's actually true. We do see kids as early as 8 years old. That's kind of the first time we want to see you. It's kind of that midway point so we can make sure that none of your bites are crazy because we may need to get it fixed early. Also, what was happening there is his baby tooth, once it get loose, if you have phase 1 braces, which is that 8 or 9 years old, your baby teeth are loose and sometimes they can fly out just like that.
So his baby tooth that just fell out was probably already on its way out and the brackets just made it go faster.
And it's okay. Like when I do kids braces, that's like a phase 1 treatment like that. If they come in and they're wiggly, I'll just straight up pull it out. Just right in front of them. Ooh, okay, traditional braces. Oh, 3D printed custom brackets. Yeah, I actually have seen these. A lot of the versions out right now, I think they're called Light Force brackets. We don't technically use them here at my office because there's a lot I do with the newer school style of brackets that have doors that slide, and it makes it super nice and passive so everybody's teeth can move. These ones require these little colored O-ties to lock in the wire, and it causes a lot of friction, and I just can't do as much with them. But they're still pretty cool, and we're probably gonna be seeing the door ones come out soon for these ones, so I'm excited for that. When you get the perfect braces colors. Dude, hot pink is so hot right now because of Barbie. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I really like teal. Pink is all over the place. My favorite colors, pink, teal, and black, because they make your teeth look whiter and they look good. Putting on traditional braces one at a time. We actually don't do this anymore at our office. We use indirect bonding. Yeah, a lot of people have to place them hand by one. It's really annoying. No thanks. Oh, what's up, Dr. Wynn? He, I believe, uses indirect bonding too. So he's scanning. These are the indirect bonding trays. You put the brackets in here, you put the glue, and then you just pop them on. Yeah, he's using Light Force as well, which is those 3D printed brackets. Pop them in, light them on, and then you peel them away and you got your braces instantly. Another reason why I don't use these Light Force brackets or the 3D printed brackets in general right now is because they're just so big. They're so big. But like I said, the technology is getting better and better, and one day they're gonna be really good. Let me tell you, braces is a real game changer. Okay. You know, honestly, before braces didn't look that bad. She had a little bit of an overbite, but that was about it. Okay, she got her braces on. Let's see the after. Where's the after? Was the game changer that you stopped smiling? Because I don't even see anything. Nothing changed. This makes me want to get braces. Let's see. Oh, is it a braces filter? Her teeth are actually so pretty. Tell me down below in the comments, why do some people look so much better with braces? Like, some people do not want me to take their braces off because they think they look better with braces on than without them. What's up with that? Oh my gosh, how braces can change your whole face. So this one actually is some difference here. We've got obviously some major crowding. Looks like she may have hurt her tooth or fell down because that one right there is darker. That's what you see whenever you damage a tooth like that. But let's see how they change. Okay, so we got the brackets on there, pulling it forward. Okay. Normally what I would do here, and I don't know why they haven't done it already, but I would put a spring here and I would open up the space and I would drag this guy forward. So I'm not too sure why they haven't done that yet. Oh, it's a peg lateral. So it's actually a misshapen tooth. And when you have something like this, you actually have to put a crown or something over the top of it to make it look good because it's just kind of like a little peg. Oh my gosh, it wasn't a peg lateral. It was just turned sideways. That's crazy. She's what, 2.5 years in here? I mean, honestly, looks really good. I mean, she looked crazy beforehand. I mean, look at that before. You're welcome, okay? You're welcome. Junk food you can eat with braces. Okay, this is good. This is gonna be good knowledge for you. Right out of the gate. Pringles like this, personally, I mean, I think you can get away with these. They're pretty soft. They're not gonna cause much of an issue. Yeah, donuts are fine. Hot dogs are fine. Those are actually some pretty good snacks that you can eat with braces, actually. Like, people tell me, like, I can't have chips anymore. It's like, you can have, like, Cheeto Puffs and, like, Pringles and stuff. Just don't eat anything super crunchy, chewy, sticky, hard, please, because you will break your brackets. Getting braces for the first time. Is it normal for people to have them for a second time? I hope not, because that means you didn't wear your retainers. 1 hour, we got pain. Oh, this is like, you just got them. Yeah, okay, so 8 to 16 hours is where that pain really creeps in. So she said 1 out of 10 at 1 hour. 8 hours later was a 2 out of 10. That's pretty surprising because normally people's pain really starts to kick up about the 2 hours. Maybe she's having some Tylenol here, but you can see that the next day, that pain is coming in hot. See, like, her pain's already gone down. In 1 week, it's already at a 4 out of 10. That's pretty good. And that's about what we see after 1 week. You get about half the pain, and then by the end of the next week, you're pretty much done. I told you guys it's not that bad. Get through the first 2 weeks, and then braces becomes easy peasy. Braces saved my life. How did it save your life? Okay, my man's got some serious crowding. You can see just how much crowding he's got. Holy moly. Okay. My man's got a little bit of glow up. So I don't know if you noticed that right there, but he's got some rubber bands in here. And we use this because these canines get stuck up here and then we have to pull them down and kind of close it up. So he's wearing some rubber bands to do that. I like that. Power chains on there to close up some spaces. Lower teeth look really good, honestly. That man had a crazy first bite, so you're welcome for the glow up, sir.
I'm not taking my eyes off you.
Okay, buddy. Let me guess, your dog ate your retainer. It happens all the time. Doesn't wear it for a couple days. Oh. Okay, a couple days should not move it this much unless you just get out of braces. And the reason is because your teeth are moving, right? And they just got done moving. We literally just took your braces off. And so that's why we have you wear your retainer for 3 months full time so the bone can solidify and everything can kind of solidify back into those positions. And then you go to nighttime wear only. So a couple days shouldn't get you back this far, but if you do not wear it for a while, they will shift back, okay?
Orthodox here, if you want to get rhinestones on your retainers, you can.
Okay, first off, I was the very first person to do this. I had a retainer series like 2 years ago and I was making crazy retainers and I was the first person to bedazzle a retainer. I'm just saying, you're welcome. Give me some credit where credit's due, okay?
So my assistant made these and basically what she did a clear retainer and then she just took super glue and glued rhinestones onto the front.
And you can do this with your retainer too, but know that it's pretty much permanent. And if they fall off, you're gonna have some glue there and there's not gonna be a way that you can get it off. So if you damage your retainers or mess them up, it's on you, not me, okay? Just to prove to you guys, these were the very first bedazzled retainers in the world right here. Yeah, look at that. Time-lapse of braces doing their best job. Okay, so we've got a nasty crowding here. Canine stuck way up here somewhere because it's not in here that I see. We've got the braces on there. That wasn't even his front teeth. That was his other front teeth. So her front teeth is stuck in here somewhere. I have no idea what's going on. Oh yeah, there it is. Now it's coming in. So it got stuck and they're trying to pull it in sideways. What the? To be able to pull in a tooth like this, that's pretty wild. That's a pretty big one. This is normally not a very good case if you have one stuck in there like that. They're adding the rubber band here to try and pull it and rotate it around, and then a power chain to close up all the space. That's crazy. That is a wild case. Let's just hope that you don't have a case like that. You want your teeth to seem wider with braces? These are some glow up tips. Let's see if they're true or not. Try these braces, colors red. Actually, red does work, but it can kind of seem like you've got bloody teeth for a little while, and I tend to try and stay away from it. Mint green is okay. I would rather do a teal or a dark blue. I think it makes your teeth a little bit wider. The mint green can kind of stain sometimes with, like, you know, pop or soda or coffee. Navy blue is a great one. Navy blue is probably one of my favorites other than black and teal. Navy blue makes your teeth look really white. Colors to avoid: yellow, brown. I don't like green because it makes it look like you got food stuck in your teeth. You know, you don't want brown because, you know, dookie and all that. And yellow just makes your teeth look really yellow. I don't know why you would want that. Let's see, what are the signs that you need braces? Let's see. Yes, 100% agree. As you can see, the tooth is actually one tooth forward from where it should be, causing the overbite. We would wear some rubber bands to fix that. Underbite, class 3. Bulldog bite, gotta fix it the same exact way. Crossbite is where they're overlapped the opposite direction, which these two guys are in crossbite. So to do that, we have to lift the bite up, we have to drag it under, and then get it back to normal. If you have any of these things, you're gonna need some braces. Open bite, this is normally caused from tongue thrust. People that push their tongue forward.
Okay, show me what you're doing. Go.
Shot.
Uh-huh.
There's no way it's that easy.
Okay. Shut the front door.
This guy is never paying for parking ever again. Well, legally speaking, I am paying for parking again. Okay, this next one is an easy, simple trick that will allow you to get whatever you want.
It's a simple persuasion trick to get exactly what you want. This one is called the open loop technique, and here's how it works. Start a sentence and make them ask you to finish it. So for example, you go, you know what's gonna be a really good idea? And then wait for them to say, okay, what is it? What is gonna be a good idea? And then you go, oh, and you phone, or oh, if you went on a date with me. Now, science shows that once you open a loop, a sentence or an idea or a concept in a person's mind, then their brain is eager and keen to close it as fast as possible, making them more interested in what you're about to say and more likely to say yes.
I've got a question for you. You know what would be cool? If you guys liked and subscribed to me right now. You know what I'm saying? See the yes, then I'm about some mind psychology on you, and now you've subscribed. Very good. Clear plastic vinyl. 4 little triangles. 4 by 4 by 4 inches. I can do the math. How did 4 by 4 turn into 3, 1, 4? What? Okay. Well, we measured it all good. There's clear tape to put the 3 sides together. What you making? A little clear pyramid for your fun. Gotta go on the tube, find a hologram. You tell me you made a hologram? By God, you just made a holographic. You just made what? My digital science? Am I living in Star Trek right now where my iPhone can produce holograms just using 4 pieces of plastic? I want to live in that world. All right, in this next one, we're gonna learn how to fix our car.
Just the tip for
what you gonna do with that boiling water?
A little plunger here.
Make some noodles with it? With a plunger?
Take this boiling hot water.
No, don't tell me I think. Don't tell me you're doing what I think you're about to do.
But you're gonna go ahead and pour it liberally right on.
Pour the boiling water on your car.
Pour more than enough.
Okay.
All right. So then you just take your plunger.
Plunger.
Right in the center of the dent.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right out. Look at that.
No! Well, call me a car mechanic because now I know exactly what to do in any situation. That being said, don't come for me for brakes, engine problems, electricity. If you got a dent, I'll fix it though. This next video is for all my short people out there. Alrighty, how to grow 1 inch in 5 minutes? Yo, short people, be looking out. I'll tell you how you can grow 1 inch in a minute. Just put one of those wedges in your shoe. Oh, we're doing some stretches. We're doing some forward fold. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Whew. Measure it again. No shot. You know what also can get you 1 inch further? You could just mark it a little bit higher. With that being said, if it does work, if I do this every day, will I become an NBA basketball player? Could that work, potentially? Bent's gonna be dunking real soon. All right, don't try this at home. What type of little, are we breaking the world right now? Did you just defy God? Oh, sweet Jesus, that person just died. I just saw it, it just blew up. That being said, some things are just not supposed to be done. That is one of those things that just breaks the whole space-time fabric of the world. All right, we got 2 pencils. What you doing in pencils? Rubber bands? You turning it into a gun? A crossbow? Yo, that thing actually works. You imagine one of them in class, be like, cha-ching, be like hit little Cindy in the back of the class. Like, oh God, what was that? I would get in way too much trouble with that if I was back in school. This next one's how to cheat your way to a bunch of tickets at the arcade. Let's see what they do here. I always go back too far. All right. Wait, no way that works. That really works? Oh my gosh, I could have finally gotten the Xbox that was worth like 15 bajillion tickets that nobody ever got that had the dust on the top shelf. I could finally get that thing. All right, we got a little carabiner. Attaching that thing.
Put the
Suitcase
carabiner on it and fasten it to a loop on
Just
your
put that in your back pocket, you just walk around.
That's amazing.
Look how easy it is. Oh, except for it's not as easy as it seems. Yeet that guy off into the side because that doesn't work. It's cap. You imagine somebody having this in an airport? I would be like, yo, bro. You know, imagine like someone's walking by you at the airport and someone kicks that over. They would just fall over with it. Some people, man, life hacks are sometimes dumb. Next one. All right, the best thing I've learned on TikTok so far. Okay, you put a shirt, put it up behind your head, tie it. Put the shirt over your head, pull it down. Oh, he's making himself like a little ninja mask. Okay, that's actually pretty fire though. Actually, it looks pretty good. Oh, and then you can tighten it up. Not gonna lie, that's actually really nice. I could use that for like anything. That's actually really cool. I like that. That's a good one. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This next video is gonna help you Zoom class people out a lot.
Here's a cool trick for all of you students. First, download this Chrome extension, and the next time you're in class on Google Meets, you'll be able to freeze your screen if someone comes in or you need to go to the bathroom.
You can freeze it.
You can even blur yourself if maybe you're shy and you don't like people looking at you. Make sure to share this with all of your friends and follow for part 2.
You know Bentis would have been using this to get out of some stuff. I would have froze it like this. And then I would just been leaving. You know, they would have thought I was a good student, but really I was off playing video games, playing some Warzone. Alrighty, let's see. You got an F? No, you don't have an F. You got an A+, boy. I mean, that's great and all to show your parents until you actually get your grade and then your report card says F+. So it's gonna work for a little bit, but not all the way. Your best bet is probably just to study.
This is how to get anything you want for free from Amazon. Step 1, go to Amazon.com. Step 2, look up any item you want to buy. For example, I chose smartwatch. Step 3, after you search up the item, do not choose from the top listings because they have too many reviews already, but instead scroll down and find one with much less reviews. For example, let's see, right here, this one with 65 reviews, and click on it. Step 4, after you've clicked on the listing of the product you want, go to the right and under the Buy Now button, click on the supplier that's selling the product. Step 5, after you've clicked on the supplier, go over and click Ask a Question.
What you going
Step
to do?
6, ask if they will send you a sample. In exchange, you will leave them an amazing review.
All these Amazon reviews are paid for and they're not actually good. And 2, why do I want the crappy smartwatch? You know what I'm saying? I want the good one with all the star ratings. I don't want the crappy 110 down pages. Probably doesn't even work. It's probably from China. Probably can't even read it in English.
What to do when you park your car? The first thing I do is make sure
Hide
there's
your
no
mailing
mail with
address.
addresses
That way
that
people
can be seen from the
can't
window.
follow you home.
You can flip it upside down, or I like to
people are
hide it under the
psychos.
seats. Then
Take
make
your
sure
change,
there's no
you know,
change
just
in
in
the cup
case
holder.
somebody wants to
I
steal
either
the
take it
pennies
with
out
me
your
or
car.
hide it. If you have any packages, hide them. Even if they're empty, someone might think there's something in it.
might want
And the
the
same
empty
goes for
bags.
any bags
Definitely
in your
hide the
car.
bags.
This is
People
my
will
gym
be
bag.
taking
It
that for
doesn't fit
sure.
under the seat, so I'm putting it in
Put
the
the
trunk.
little
And if
thing
you have an
over.
SUV, close the cover.
The first step is just to not be in an area where people are breaking into cars left and right, man. If you find yourself too deep in the woods, you might find your car on cinder blocks, and that's probably more of an issue than the stuff in your car being stolen. Slowly, please. What is she doing? 2 fingers. Pinch your head. Pull it through. What the hell? That it was the quickest ponytail trick. I am gonna show this. I'm gonna show this to my wife, and she's gonna be either really impressed or think that I learned it from another woman and think I'm cheating. I'm hoping she's impressed. This next one's how to take a really cool iPhone panoramic picture. You scroll over. Got it? Move it to the box. You know, I never thought about using a panoramic image like that. That's really smart. And now all 3 of them are there. Boom, I'm an instant photo editor. Genius.
Probably
Okay,
illegal
all right, let's
Google
do
hacks.
this.
Part 1.
I love illegal things.
If you Google this, it'll pull up a bunch of hidden webcams.
Really? Just
Don't
any
believe me?
webcam?
Let's check out the first result. This is in real time, and I can literally change the camera's
Do
direction.
I need to put covers over my cameras? Can people watch me right now? Imagine Betsy in the back of that yard probably suntanning in the middle of the summer. She's getting watched by some random people on Google. Hide your cameras, hide your wives. All right, so if you've ever had to watch a YouTube video for an assignment and answer questions off it, this is literally going to save your life.
Here's how to finish any assignment 10 times faster. So I have to watch this
so
2-hour-long
smart. So what
documentary
you
for
do?
class, and there's worksheet problems to do. I don't really want
This
to
is so
watch
smart.
the
You got
entire
questions
video, so here's
over
what
a
I'm gonna
certain
do
video,
instead.
right?
Go to the bottom of the
Click
video and
this
click these
little
three
button.
dots.
You go over
then
to
click where it
open
says
transcript. It
This is
shows
gonna
you the
bring up
whole
transcript of
entire
everything
video.
that was said in the video. So let's say you have a question about
Now
the
watch
economy.
this.
Just hit Command F and search for it in the search bar. And it'll tell
Then
you
you hit the
exactly
little
what parts of the
command,
video
you
mention the
search
economy.
it,
Share
and
this
it will
with all
tell
your
you
friends and
exactly
pick
where
best
the
life
answers
hacks.
are. How smart is that? So smart. You know those little dangly tags on clothing from the store? Well, if you happen to have one of those at your house, hopefully you didn't do it illegally and steal from the store. This is how you get rid of it.
Has this ever happened to you? I'm gonna teach you how to take them off.
Right.
Step 1.
I have actually had
Step
one
2.
of these that they left on, and we ended up drilling through to get it off because we didn't want the ink on it. You just use 2 forks? That's it. What? I thought you needed like some special gun or something. We literally smashed through this thing to get it out, and all I needed was 2 forks.
So I never post on here, but I really wanted to share this trick on how
Our
to get
stain
rid of.
Tupperware. Wait, you reacting to a stain Tupperware tag? Are we reacting to reactions?
What you want to do is put a little
So
bit
meta.
of dish soap.
All right, so you put a little dish soap in here. Watch this. Put a little dish soap.
Just throw it
out. It's not gonna work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, those things are so nasty. There's no way that works.
You're wasting your time.
Dish soap and water, huh?
Then you're gonna want to add a few pieces of
paper towel.
towel.
Hot water is not gonna
then
work,
seal it
lady.
up.
She better not put that in the microwave.
Preach. I tried it all. It ain't gonna work.
And then get
I've even tried dish soap before and it didn't work.
Pretty
So how is
vigorously, I would say between 45 seconds to a minute.
I'm not buying this.
And then I'm running out of time.
Okay,
but you'll see
I think
once
she
you
switched
rinse it
out.
It's completely clean.
No way.
It doesn't
No
have that
way.
feel anymore. Do at me or use my sound. See if it works for you. I want to see everyone.
Nope. I ain't buying it. The Bentis is smarter than you think. I bet you she switched out a clean one for the dirty one because there's no way. Somebody try this out and tell me if this works or not. I just don't believe it. Today we're going to be going over how to put braces on or how braces are put on. There's 2 different types of ways. The way that you're probably used to, which is called direct bonding, and a new way that they've been doing for a while called indirect bonding. I'm going to go through your appointment and what exactly it would look like and what exactly is going on so you know exactly what to expect before you get your braces. Let's do this. So at the start there you see he brushed your teeth, okay? And we wanna make sure that your teeth are super clean before we do anything because plaque and food can actually stop that bond and make it weaker. Now this stuff that he's putting on there is this blue etchant gel. It is actually phosphoric acid. Crazy, right? But what it does is it etches the enamel outer layer, which is the top part of your tooth, and creates these little kind of holes and stuff for the glue to stick to on your teeth. So now he's putting the bonding agent on there. Now what this is kind of a mid-bonding layer that's going to allow your teeth to be able to stick to the glue. Now I'm going to stop it right here. So what he's not showing you is we put that early bonding agent, that little glue layer first. That's kind of a sandwich, but the real glue actually goes on the back of the bracket. So the glue on the back of the bracket then sticks to the tooth. He didn't show that part, but I wanted to make sure you knew that there was the etching step, then there was that kind of primer step that he painted on, and now the glue is on the back of the bracket and he's pushing that on. So he's putting these brackets on, right? And he's pressing them initially, and now you can see he's kind of moving them around. And what he's doing is he's trying to get it in the right spot. And you see how that glue kind of squeezes up over. Well, that's excess glue that he's just trying to remove. So he's gonna go across the whole entire lower arch and he's gonna do this. He's gonna put them on, even in some areas where it's super crowded there, you can see he's still putting them on there. Yep, still moving, still doing it. And what he's doing now is he's actually measuring. It's kind of interesting, but you can be off by a tiny millimeter and it will make that tooth go up, down, in, out, and be crooked. So you have to be super, super, super precise. So even though it looks like you just have to stick it in the center of the tooth, you have to be down to the millimeter precise with where you put that bracket, or else your teeth are gonna come back really weird. So right now, he's just doing some fine adjustments, looking with a mirror up and down, making sure, double checking to make sure all this stuff is going on right now all together while you're just sitting there with your mouth open. Now you can see he's got those little mouth guards. What those do is they pull your cheeks back and they get you ready. Now what he's doing right now is he's light curing. So the glue is actually set by a physical blue light. Now he's got that yellow filter over it to protect your eyes because it's really dangerous. Okay, now he's going back up to the top adding back that primer again. So we're gonna do the same exact thing on the top. I'm gonna pause it really quickly here. So you can see that he's got these two little blue things in the back there. Those are spacers. Normally you do spacers for whatever reason if it's super crowded. He might be putting a band there later, which is a metal band that surrounds the tooth. So he's putting these brackets back on. Once again, he's trying to get it into the center of the tooth. You see those little blue bands I'm talking about. He does have the suction stuck in the back there. You probably are gonna have some type of suction source to make sure that that spit doesn't get anywhere, because the spit can actually stop the bond as well. Just like food and gunk on your teeth can, spit can actually break down the bond and cause your brackets to fall off. So he's doing the same thing. He's pushing it around. He's trying to make sure that he's got them all perfectly level how he wants them, and then all the glue is gone. So he's measuring it, looking with his mirror, getting it all done, light curing one more time, and boom, you are done on your top and bottom. So now that these braces are all set, it's probably gonna be time to put the wires in, but let's see what he does next. Okay, so he removed those spacers. That's perfect, he's putting in the bands here. So those spacers are actually meant to make space for that metal band to fit in. So sometimes if you have a tooth that you want to band, that you're afraid is gonna be bitten off or anything like that, you might get this from your orthodontist. So this is cool that he put this in here. So we removed the spacers first and immediately put it back in, because those gaps close so quickly, you wanna make sure you get it. So let's see, he puts the band up, he pushes it. Normally you have to kind of seat it with your fingers first, and then normally you have him bite on something to kind of press it all the way in. So he did a test fit to make sure that it's all good. You see that they're biting on a little stick there. That kind of pushes it up and molds it to the tooth. Putting the wire in now. So with braces that are like this, what is our traditional braces, you do need the O-ties to hold in the wire. So he's putting those O-ties around all the wire and holding them in there. Ooh, we're getting everything today. So we're putting bands in, he's putting the wire in the top, and it looks like he's going to use a spring on the upper, and you'll see that here in just a second. We'll see if he pulls it in. I saw it a second ago. There it is coming in, I think. Wait, no, where did it go? It disappeared. Okay, there it is on the lower. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right here. So you see that spring down there in the lower. Now, he's got a really crowded tooth, so sometimes you might get a spring at the very beginning of your appointment. The spring is meant to slowly push those teeth out of the way from each other to make room, so next time you come in, hopefully you can get that wire onto that bracket and move that guy forward. So let's keep going. Alrighty, so he's finishing up here. He's just making sure everything's good, clipping the wire in the back to make sure everything's good, and there you go. We got a finished appointment, braces top and bottom. That basically is the first traditional set of braces. That's the steps that goes into it. It's painless. It doesn't really hurt at all. The only thing kind of annoying is you're holding your mouth open for a while, like, you know, and it takes a little bit of time to get used to that. So next I'm gonna talk about a new style about getting braces called indirect bonding. Now this is where we take a lot of those steps and we remove them. So where you don't have to sit in the chair and have each individual one placed and the glue removed and the measuring. So let's go ahead and look into exactly how that happens. Now, what you're gonna have to do first is make a special indirect bonding tray. So let's look at a video and let's go over exactly how that tray is made so you can kind of see what you're looking at. Okay, so first off here, you have to take a mold of the person's teeth beforehand. You can see that he has all these markings on the teeth, and that's because he measured them all out precisely outside of the mouth and glued each individual bracket on. He's light curing it here just to make sure that those brackets stick to the model and don't fall off. Okay, next he's using a hot glue type substance to basically do a soft layer around all these teeth. It's really goopy, but once he cures it, it will turn into kind of a jelly material here. So you see he's going around the entire tooth, trying to fill up as much as he can. He's getting on the front side first, and then he's probably going to go to the top and back side next. So anyways, you got that finished product completely covered around the tooth, and that's that first soft layer. Okay, so now what he's doing is he's cutting that mold because you don't want all this excess stuff because it's gonna go down too far and it'll hurt your gums. And then what he's doing right now is doing a hard, clear plastic layer over the top of it because that soft layer is just too floppy to fit around. So you need a hard kind of harder layer to hold it, so when you transfer it to the patient's mouth, it doesn't just flop around and fall everywhere. So we're going to sucking down here. The plastic is melted, it melts around it. The air vacuum sucks it closed, and now you have this perfectly fitting tray where all your brackets are precisely measured and in the perfect spot. Pretty crazy. So this is what it looks like when it's done. Those little pebbles are just kind of the thing that it sucks down around, so don't worry about that. You got to basically cut it out and smooth it. Putting it in water just to soften it up. Okay, and then now what you have to do, because there is kind of that super glue layer that you put on there, you don't want super glue on your teeth. So he's actually sandblasting off all that super glue and getting it ready to put the real glue on when it gets into the mouth. So now you've seen how the tray is actually made, let's fast forward a little bit and show you the steps of what it would be like to get an indirect bonding appointment versus a regular traditional braces appointment. So now that we've seen how the tray is actually made, let's go ahead and see what an appointment would be like with indirect bonding, and then we can talk about the differences a little bit. Alrighty, so there's the indirect bonding tray. You still have to have something else. Now I'm gonna pause it right here. You can see that the mouth guard thing that they have has two little tubes going back. Now this is a special thing called a NOLA. It's got a tongue thing in it with little suction tips to be able to kind of suck out all the saliva. So like the other guy just had one suction tip, you may have that, or you may have something like this, which is a little bit more cumbersome, but it does get all that saliva out of the back of your mouth, so you're not choking or anything like that. So you'll see that really common. Just wanted to make that little difference, but let's keep going. So he's still etching the teeth. You gotta do the same process to the teeth. You gotta prepare them. You gotta get them ready. He's using a clear liquid etch instead of the glue, like the blue goopy etch. He's rinsing it all out. The NOLA is sucking it all out for him, which is great. Air drying to make sure you get ready, because remember that water and spit can affect your bond. Now he's putting that kind of primer beforehand on there. I'm gonna pause it really quickly because that happened really quickly, and it shows you how quick indirect bonding is. He had to put glue on every individual one of those brackets inside that tray. So the same way you didn't see the guy put the bracket on and then stick it to the teeth, he has glue on every single one of those brackets to get ready. Okay, so you'll see he puts the tray in, he pushes it down, and now he just lights it. That's it. He just goes around lighting every single bracket all the way across. Alrighty, he's doing the top, making the same primer, doing the etching, all that type of stuff, drawing it, and then placing it, boom, you're done. And in 10 seconds, you're done with the whole entire thing. You don't have to get the glue off, you don't have to get the measuring. Now he's gonna take that first top layer out, so he's heating it up all the way across just to make sure it's loosening up. He just removed the hard outer layer, okay? Now he's got that goopy layer he's removing out, and he's pretty much done from there. Now all he's doing is he's opening up all the doors, so pause it here. So remember how that other one was wide open and the little rings were around it? You may have what we call self-ligating brackets like these that have doors. So instead of the colored ties holding it down, you have doors that do it. So that's really good. So he's opening up all the doors, getting ready to put that wire in, placing the wire in all the way across. Crazy. So quick. Indirect bonding is so quick. He's getting it all set up. And there you go. I know you guys were gonna have a question here. Can I still have the colors if I have the doors? If I have the doors, can I still have the colors? And the answer is yes, you can. You just have to put them on after the fact. So she is getting the colors on top of those self-ligating brackets, and they are done. So there you go, guys. That is the difference between getting a regular direct bonding and an indirect bonding. Now I'm doing something really a little bit differently, and I can't share it with you just yet, but I'll go over the entire process of what we're doing in our office. It's kind of like indirect bonding, but for the future. It's insane. I can't wait to show you guys, but hopefully this helped you guys out. I know you guys are probably watching this excited to get braces or want to get braces, and this will help you kind of figure out what exactly is going on. So you'll know more than most people go into the office. You'll know exactly what's going on and you'll be ready for it. Indirect bonding is something I think personally all orthodontists should be doing. It saves so much time for you, and you don't have to sit in a chair for an hour. It only takes like 15 minutes and you're in and out, and it is all perfectly set for you. No, she is not. Oh, okay. I ain't just not having any of that. Are you kidding me? This has been a trend for a little bit now, where people take their emery boards and they file down their teeth or shave them into cane. I did one where a girl shaved her teeth into a vampire fang. But yeah, this is actually not a fact or cap, it is a fact that it is bad for you, okay? So don't do this. Every time you do that, you shave down your enamel, and when it gets too far, you get into your dentin. And if you get in there, you got nerve sensitivity, cold sensitivity. You can even go so far that you hit the pulp and some blood come out, and then you gotta get a root canal and a crown. So this one, obviously, meh. So nah, don't do this. All right, so the next trend I saw is people trying to remove their braces. Check these out.
My dentist will say.
I'm a certified dentist, in my opinion.
Oh God, no, please don't.
Stupid.
Oh, he just gonna call me stupid. Okay, well that's not it. Another girl went even a little bit further with it. Check this out. She's straight up going in with pliers. Oh God. Oh, she already got the top off. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. She's still going. Obviously, you guys don't need me to tell you that taking your braces off by yourself is a bad idea, man. And you want to know why? It's because we have special tools to take your braces off. One, what they do is they actually crush the bracket, popping it off the teeth without causing any harm to the teeth. Now, what you're going to do is if you take them off yourself, you're using a plier and you're cranking on it, that can actually fracture your tooth and rip enamel off with the bracket. I've seen it. It's not good. And number two, what are you going to do with all the glue that's left over, man? What are you going to just scrape that off with your fingernails? That ain't coming off unless you have a dental drill to polish and clean all that glue off. So even if you think you're skirting by us by taking your own braces off, you're going to be stuck with glue, and then you're going to have to go into your dentist or orthodontist and explain why you got glue all over the place, and they're probably not going to take it off for you unless you pay some money, man. So don't do this one, okay? The next trend I see on TikTok is tooth jewels. Now let's check these out and see if they're safe or if they're not safe. Ooh, we got the bag. I found a tooth gem kit online.
Like
Step one,
with
probably not best to get things online that you're doing to your teeth, but we'll see.
Disclaimer, I'm pretty sure
You should not get it done at the dentist. Don't do it at home. Well, what do you know? Well, at least she's honest with herself. But you know, she kept on going through with it. So let's see what she do that at home is going to be damaging to your teeth, okay? Well, at least, you know, she's honest, okay? All right, you know, she's got some good moisture control here. Okay, good. She concentrated. She put it on there. She did it. So she's adding her bling.
I did it.
She's gonna light. She didn't even light it up.
Don't look at my acne, but like, I love it.
I mean, they look good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure that was nail glue. And I'm also
nail glue. I'm very sure this is not working for my teeth at all.
See how long it will stay on there.
Okay, so the first person did a DIY at home kit. Okay, now what you notice is there was no etch, there was no lights. It was just a little bit of glue on the teeth. Those are semi-permanent. No glue is probably gonna stick to her teeth. So honestly, actually, that style is pretty safe. I don't think it's gonna cause any issues. Now let's go ahead and check out the next one. Just pierce my teeth. What you mean by that? Oh, stop it. You did not. No, you didn't. Oh, okay. So first off, that is another type of tooth gem. It looks like you pierced your teeth, but she really didn't. She just put a little tooth gem in there and glued it on there. That's not actually anything, it's not anything crazy. You probably just hooked it on there. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's not harmful to your teeth. So let's check out the third one. Ooh, we got a lot of bling here. Okay, she's got really pretty teeth. Okay, now I'm gonna pause it right there. It looks like she's at a professional establishment. Probably not a dentist or an orthodontist, but maybe a professional tooth gem person. I don't even know if that's a real job or not, but let's see how they do it. So they're cleaning it up, put it on there, and so you notice they add the light on there too. Okay, so more than likely that one was with some professional stuff. Now, you see the light and the glue that they used, that's a little more permanent. It's gonna stay on there for a lot longer, but the same way that that person broke their brackets off and had glue there, it's the same thing. So if you permanently use etch and glue to glue on a tooth gem to your tooth, when that tooth gem falls off, you will have glue, and it will have to be removed by somebody professional. And I probably do not want a tooth gem person drilling on my teeth to get the glue off. I would want a dentist or an orthodontist. So it is a little bit back and forth, but for the most part, tooth gems are pretty safe. Not a problem at all. These next ones are just a couple of weird things that happen with braces and teeth and people in general. Let's check them out. Can you explain how this happened? What you mean?
How this happened?
Bleeding, man, Monica.
No, she did it. She has her lip ring stuck in her braces. No. Obviously, that's one issue we have with tongue rings and with lip rings. Lip rings can get stuck. It's a lot harder to, but it can happen. And tongue rings actually can damage your teeth because you're clicking, clinking them all over your teeth, and it can chip and hurt your teeth. So don't recommend having any piercings or anything inside the lips or cheeks or mouth during braces. Oh, she just going right after a whole block of, what you doing? That ain't supposed to be eaten that way. It's some crunchy though. It sounds like she walking on snow. Oh, that must be some banging cornstarch. So what that is that's a trend going on right now. Cornstarch. Just eating cornstarch. People say it tastes sweet and powdery goodness. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this trend's, you know, actually not terribly too unsafe. Cornstarch is really just straight up carbohydrates, okay? The only issue is that sometimes uncooked, it can have bacteria and pathogens and things like that inside of it. So normally you do want to cook it, but eating raw cornstarch really won't cause that much of an issue. One thing though that is interesting though is if you're really craving cornstarch, you could have anemia or low blood iron in your blood, which is crazy. So if you are craving a lot of cornstarch, you might want to go get checked up by a doctor. Now this next one is the weirdest one I found of the whole entire day.
Addicted to eating plastic.
To eating bottled plastic? What? Oh
I've
no.
eaten 12 remotes, over 5,000 beads, over 1,000 cocktail swords, 100 forks, about 10 water bottles, 2 pacifiers.
It's like so many plastic items in your house. How do you eat all of them at the same time?
25 plastic lids on to-go cups.
Okay, so anyways, do I even need to speak on this one? Okay, I mean, obviously eating plastic is not normal and not good. If you eat on plastic and chew on plastic, you're probably gonna break a tooth, okay? Because it's hard, it's not meant to be chewed too. You can't really digest it. No nutritional value in plastic, homie. And plus there's tons of chemicals and issues that I am sure that I am not qualified to speak on, but I can't say that it is gonna be good for you. So I'm gonna have to pass on this one, okay? We are 0 for like 5,000 on things so far. Let's see if we can find some good toothbrushing ways to whiten your teeth. Let's see if any of these are fact or cap. Let's get into it. So right out of the gate, it looks like we have some charcoal. Ooh, brush with this for 5 minutes for whiter teeth. She really getting in there. And you know what I'm saying is like that charcoal just makes your teeth all black. Ooh, man, rough. Okay, so charcoal toothpaste. Bentis, does charcoal toothpaste work or no? Is it capped or fact? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that this is cap. And the reason why I'm gonna say this is cap is because yes, it does make your teeth whiter, but for the wrong reasons, okay? Charcoal toothpaste is actually a very, very highly abrasive thing. It's almost the same as if I told you to brush with sandpaper. Yes, if you brush your teeth with sandpaper, you will get some stains off and your teeth will look whiter, but you're gonna have terrible sensitivity and it's gonna harm your teeth over time. So as a safe, viable way to whiten your teeth, no, stay away from charcoal toothpaste with everything you got. Now the only exception is if you find in the supermarket charcoal toothpaste that is enamel safe. Now this is where companies want to hop on the bandwagon of black charcoal toothpaste without actually having charcoal in it. So it basically is just black toothpaste. Now let's see if this next one works as a whitener. Okay, so next up we got turmeric and coconut oil.
For years. Forget white strips, forget whitening toothpaste,
oil.
Use this. You're going to take a spoonful of coconut oil and some turmeric powder. Shake that in, and you're going to make a paste.
It doesn't look like she's
also, don't use your
mixing
regular
it all
toothbrush.
together.
Use a dollar store toothbrush or something cheap. Your paste will look like this. You're going to just start brushing with that, wiping any off your skin because it's going to
brushing away.
Brush for a full 2 minutes.
Jeez,
you do not want to spit this out, especially in your sink, because it will clog your drains. So
everything. Turmeric is so staining.
You're going to push all that oil to the front of your teeth, the front of your mouth, and hold it there
You're
for 5
going to do
minutes.
that for 5 minutes?
Once that 5 minutes is up, then you're going to brush your teeth until all the yellow's gone. I noticed results the first time I did it.
Yes, okay, your
so
teeth
I like
are
to do this
white.
a couple
I
times
get
a
it.
week.
Okay, once again, let's talk about it, okay? We got 2 different things in here. So one is the turmeric as a whitening ability, and then also oil pulling, which is just switching around coconut oil in your mouth for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, both of these are complete cap, okay? Don't waste your time doing this, man. Turmeric is also just an abrasive powder. Same thing as like a light sandpaper, again with the charcoal toothpaste, except for this time it stains everything yellow, okay? I mean, you get on your shirt, your hands, your mouth, it'll stain it yellow for sure. And also, oil pulling. Such a waste of time. There's so many research studies out there that show that oil pulling does absolutely nothing, and only the plaque that is removed is from the swishing motion of the coconut oil. People believe that it pulls all these toxins and craziness out of your teeth. It's not true, okay? Coconut oil, cool. I mean, you can use it in a lot of things, but to whiten your teeth, it's not gonna do anything for you. What you're really doing is you're just scraping against it with the abrasives to relieve, or to basically show the whiteness from the underneath new layer of enamel, because you ripped the old one off, and it's gonna cause a lot of issues down the line. So don't do this. And also, instead of spending 10 minutes oil pulling, you could just brush your teeth for 30 seconds. Why is everybody trying to go so crazy out of their way to try and figure out new ways to do something way easier? Makes no sense.
If you want to whiten your teeth without using those whitening strips,
more tricks.
try
We
this.
got this.
In a bowl, add some kiwi and some cucumber. Mash it up.
Mashing them up.
Add a little bit of baking soda.
Baking soda.
Mix it up. And that's it. Put it on your toothbrush and brush your teeth with it twice a week. Tastes like kiwi.
At least he said twice a week.
Packed with calcium, and cucumbers get rid of any bad bacteria that builds up in your mouth, which in turn gives you whiter teeth.
Alrighty, so does kiwi, cucumber, and baking soda whiten your teeth? Yes, but actually not for the reasons you think. Once again, we found the culprit again. It's the baking soda or the baking powder that is actually causing the whitening of the teeth. It's just an abrasive. Again, we use it Arm & Hammer baking soda toothpaste, guys. That's what they use. It's the abrasive in the toothpaste. It helps clean it. It's just another different way to clean your teeth. Do you need to add kiwis and cucumbers? Absolutely not. You could just do baking soda and water if you wanted to. But that being said, still probably not as good as regular toothpaste. I wouldn't add the kiwis in because those have a lot of sugar in them too. And then putting sugar on your teeth, that would be like that would be like brushing your teeth with sugar, which doesn't really make sense to me either, man. So I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
I saw a dentist on TikTok saying that the main ingredient in whitening strips was hydrogen peroxide, and it's really cheap to buy on its own. Now, if you're a dentist, don't tell me this is wrong. Save me the grief. The damage has already been done,
so
okay?
she's dabbing the hydrogen peroxide on there. I like how she's being very careful with it.
It has to be 3%, and I dipped it in
putting a little on a
Q-tip and wiped it
Q-tip.
on my teeth for about 30 seconds to a minute. Towards the end, I ended up putting it in the cap and swishing it around my mouth before I brushed my teeth. It is disgusting. It literally tastes like whitening strips. It's disgusting. But basically, after 4 days, I had to stop doing it because it worked so well.
So, hydrogen peroxide, does it work? Is it cap or is it fact? This one, surprisingly, is fact. Hydrogen peroxide is the main ingredient in all your whitening products, and it's actually the main reason why you can safely whiten your teeth. The hydrogen peroxide goes into the tooth and relieves the stain from the inside out, instead of all these other bad ways that rip the enamel off the outside, whitening from the outside in. We don't want that. So hydrogen peroxide is actually totally safe to use. Just make sure that the hydrogen peroxide you're using is food grade safe. You don't want the chemical version of hydrogen peroxide. And also, for long-term use, it can cause issues with your gums and tongue and cause oral hairy leukoplakia, which is like a big brown hairy tongue. You probably don't want that. That being said, there are plenty of ways to get hydrogen peroxide in safe ways. In toothpaste that's whitening, in mouthwash that's whitening, and whitening strips. All of those use hydrogen peroxide as the main way to whiten your teeth, and that's why it's the best way to whiten your teeth. Now, that being said, this way technically works. So, yeah.
But as Cicely starts her day, she notices her daughter isn't her usual self.
When Kennedy first got up, she said that her head was hurting, that she was not feeling well.
It felt like someone was sitting on my head.
Okay, so now having pain like this after getting your braces on is actually really common. You're gonna be tightening, pulling, pushing, so you're gonna have some pain in the teeth, and as well as maybe a headache or two for a little bit. That's why we tell you guys to take some Tylenol, ibuprofen to help with that pain early on to get you through that first 2 weeks of treatment. Let's see what's going on next.
I felt pressure all over.
The night before, the family went to a party, and Cicely figures her daughter is tired.
And I thought maybe she needs to rest. So I gave her some over-the-counter medication to treat the headache. And then
Now, once again, head hurting for a while. This can happen for 2 weeks. So just because it's happening for a day or so, no red flags yet. But obviously, you know, mothers know best.
But as Cicely takes her daughter's temperature, she spots something else.
And I noticed that her lips were kind of swollen and they were red.
So when you see lips that are swollen and red, wow. Now what would I think as an orthodontist? I think I know where this is going. I don't want to spoil it for you guys yet. But you can't have a lot of sores and stuff on the inside of your mouth from brackets poking you, wires poking you, and stuff like that. So I don't want to give away what I think is going on just yet. We're going to keep on digging until we figure it out.
So after I noticed her lips were swelling, I gave her a cold compress and gave her something for the fever. I thought she would be fine.
Now, obviously, if you have a fever, if you have a cold, if you have something like that, go see your medical doctor, because they're going to be the ones to figure out, do you have strep? Do you have cold? Do you have a flu? What do you have? Is it pertaining to what? And what is the issue? Now, obviously, if it's something directly related to the braces, make sure to let your orthodontist know, okay?
So but the following morning, Kennedy's condition hasn't improved.
Next morning, still hurt.
So Cicely takes her to a local clinic to have her checked out.
Took her to the clinic, get her checked out.
The doctor did a physical examination. Okay. And that's when she started complaining about her throat.
Got a throat issue now.
My throat felt like it was burning.
Okay, so right there, my throat felt like it was burning. So now I'm getting the feeling that maybe some of this inflammation, pain, headache, she might just have strep throat. That's my guess. That's a really big issue. If your throat's hurting for sure, strep is one of the #1 causes of that. So let's see what turns up from the doctor.
And I couldn't swallow anything.
Couldn't swallow, that's straight strep.
It felt like somebody was tearing my skin off.
Yeah.
The doctor takes a swab to check for an infection. And a few hours later, he has a diagnosis.
So let's see what the diagnosis is.
That's when they came back and said that she had strep throat.
So strep throat is actually a bacterial infection that causes inflammation and soreness, and that peeling away of your skin, that's what it feels like, because your skin is kind of sloughing off in the back there. It's raw, it's red, it is no good. So you got to take some antibiotics to get rid of it.
The doctor prescribes antibiotics for the infection and reassures Cicely it can be easily treated.
There you go, exactly right. So you gave him the antibiotics, we can treat it. Also, strep throat can cause headaches and fever and stuff like that too. So everything checks out, nothing's out of the ordinary just yet, but let's see what goes on, because I still have an idea that I think I might know where this is going.
They told me she should be fine in a couple of days.
She would be fine in a couple of days. She should be fine in a couple of days.
But one morning later that week, Kennedy's condition takes an alarming turn.
Oh,
she woke up and she ran to the bathroom and started vomiting.
Okay, now having vomiting and issues a couple days after your antibiotics is not normal. The symptoms should be getting less worse, not more worse. So something obviously is not wrong. She probably did have strep throat because you test for that, but something else is going on.
Then, as Cicely tries to comfort her daughter, something unusual catches her eye.
Something unusual
when
catches
Kennedy was
her
vomiting,
eye.
because her mouth was open, that's when I saw the sores.
Sores. Ooh, okay, now I'm gonna pause it here.
All over.
So sores and bumps are a whole nother issue. We see sores and bumps all the time, and normally this is due to herpes. Now herpes, not the herpes down there, but the herpes up here is very common. It's also known as cold sores. And what we see is cold sores on the outside of your lips will start to form when you have areas of stress and things like that going on. Sometimes braces can cause that. I see that in kids. They have ulcers in their mouth and they have herpetic breakouts on their lips just due to sunlight is a big cause for them. And also the braces can cause a mass event of these. So maybe some herpetic stuff is going on, maybe some cold sore, maybe it's their first time ever having them. And when you have them for the first time, the breakout is really severe. So maybe it's something that has to do with that.
The inside and the outside of her mouth,
sores and bumps
they were
all over
pus
the inside
filled,
and
so
outside.
they were
very
white,
common,
red, and blotchy.
And they're very painful too. One thing you guys don't understand is the cold sores and everything are super painful, one, and when they break, the virus spreads and creates more sores, which are more painful. So anybody who has cold sores out there, I feel for you, because it is very, very, very painful.
At this point, she's crying, and she is asking me what is wrong with me.
I would be scared too.
I knew that I needed to take her back to the ER.
So at this point, I would take her back to the ER. We got to figure out exactly what's going on, and is there an issue? And at this point, I would probably also let the orthodontist know at this point, because it is a multi-practice thing. The doctors and the orthodontist need to work together to figure out what's wrong with this girl.
the hospital, doctors perform an initial round of tests. They reveal that Kennedy is still suffering from strep throat, but the cause of her other symptoms remains a mystery.
They wanted to check for other things.
Okay, so she still has strep throat, but now some new weird symptoms are happening that aren't really linked to strep throat. So let's see what the doctors find now. That would hurt.
For 1 week, doctors keep Kennedy in the hospital while they run further tests. But when the results come in, they show nothing unusual. So doctors conclude she probably has a virus that just needs to run its course.
So I simply asked if I thought the issue was in her mouth. The doctors looked at her like, maybe she's on to something. What if we're missing something that's right in front of us?
Now I'm going to pause it right here. And so I want you guys to know that even though we are health professionals, we are doctors and we go through everything, it doesn't mean that we know everything 100% at all times. There's been plenty of times where patients have came up and said something. I was like, wow, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't think about it that way. And it's the same way in the medical world. You see, doctors actually aren't trained in the mouth. They're not trained about what's going on in the mouth, the diseases that can happen in the mouth, etc., that are very commonplace to the orthodontist. That's why I think it's really important for your dentist and your doctors to be able to talk to each other, because I'm pretty sure that orthodontist would have caught on to what I caught on to right out of the gate and saved her so much time and suffering. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what's happening yet, but we're going to see if the doctors can figure it out.
A team of specialists is brought in to examine Kennedy's case. Among them is Dr. Mitchell Gadet.
So in Kennedy's situation, her lips are all red and swollen.
Let's see what
but also her spleen was enlarged.
So there we go. So Dr. Mitchell Gadet came in and he's actually a dentist. He's a periodontist. So the doctors actually, hey, that is awesome. Claps to you guys. The doctors knew that they were out of their scope and they didn't know what was going on. So they brought in a dental professional to try and help them. That's amazing. See, that's exactly what we need. And it's same thing on our side. If we don't need something, we need to be able to communicate with the medical staff that know so much about the human body that we don't.
And one particular allergen triggers a severe reaction in Kennedy.
An allergic
but it's not something she would eat.
So the first thing that I noticed is the swelling of the lips, and I noticed all the sores in the mouth and the fever, and the first thing that came to my mind as an orthodontist was an allergy of some sort. But let's figure out exactly what that allergy is too.
We found that Kennedy has severe nickel allergic syndrome.
Kennedy has a severe nickel allergy. Now, I think they wasted their time doing all the other tests for food and stuff. They probably just wanted to be thorough with all of that. But you knew from the instant that it happened that it was a nickel allergy. And why is it a nickel allergy? Well, it's because we actually have these things called nickel titanium wires. The small wires that we use in braces that are super bendy and flexible to fit into all your crooked, crazy teeth are actually made of nickel titanium. It's a space-age material actually created by NASA. And what we get a lot is nickel allergies in people. The two biggest allergies we see in braces are nickel allergy to the wire, which is a lot rarer, and latex allergy to the rubber bands that stretch. So we have non-latex rubber bands. Unfortunately, it's a lot tougher to do braces without nickel titanium wires. So we may switch them into Invisalign or something at that point. So now that they know it's a nickel allergy, let's see what they do. What I would do as a professional is immediately take the braces off, get them off, and switch her into like invisible aligners like Invisalign.
Her body is actually destroying itself trying to get rid of this allergen. And somebody could die from that.
That's something that actually is a huge thing. She probably, one, had a nickel allergy, and two, had the strep throat. Now, when you have something like that, it actually boosts or potentiates the bad symptoms that you can get from a nickel allergy because your body's already in this defense mode and the immune system is a little weaker than it normally would be.
It was such a minor reaction at first that it really fools everyone into thinking it's just a normal
I told
reaction.
You guys, so at least they found it out. That was great.
And there can be some bleeding and some redness in the tissue in the mouth. But as Kennedy continued to go through orthodontic treatment, her tissue was getting more inflamed and it was getting more widespread.
Kennedy's braces are immediately removed.
So if she's going to get tightenings and stuff like that, that means that she's had this issue for over 10 plus weeks. So the orthodontist should have caught on to this the first time. I mean, it is normal to see bumps and scrapes and cuts from stuff, but you can kind of tell if your lips are swollen, you have a herpetic reaction, you know, you have sores on the inside. More than likely, the first thing that should go into your brain is allergic reaction. So the fact that she's had tightenings and her mom has noticed it getting worse and worse means that she's probably had this issue for like 10 plus weeks. So I'm so surprised that the orthodontist didn't catch this earlier. So there you go. All you had to do to get rid of this is to take the braces off immediately, because they're causing the issue. It's almost like if I stuck a hot iron to your skin. The longer you leave it there, it's just gonna keep burning and burning and burning until you take that iron away. It's the same thing. The metal is causing the issue. It's causing the reactions. It's causing all the bad thing that's happening. Get it out of there, because the brackets and wires are not helping you at all. So just remove it and the symptoms will fade and you'll be back to normal. So there you guys go. Braces actually could have caused her to die. Maybe if she left it long enough and it got severe enough, she could have died from an allergic reaction to her braces. Did you guys know you could have allergic reactions to braces? Well, now that you know, make sure to look out for those symptoms: swelling of the lips, sores, things like that. Now, that being said, even though this was a little bit more of a dramatic video, it is really common to have allergic reactions, and no, more than likely you're not going to die from it. You're going to be itchy, have a little bumps. Your orthodontist is going to see it immediately and be able to switch you into a better long-term way of straightening your teeth.